The Senior Bowl is over. The Super Bowl is a scant few days away. There's $250,000 up top. We have to keep mining those gems in the big board. Let's get after it, folks.
It's Short King Summer, dude. It just feels like no one in fantasy sports ever learns anything. Does he mistime it, or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? Brock Bowers is just a grown man. Dare I say, Rich, football might be back. In the words of Lane Johnson, this offense looks constipated. It's Short King Summer.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, folks. How are we doing on this beautiful, it's kind of sunny. The sun is shining where I'm at. How are you guys all doing as we get ready for the Super Bowl? It's very soon. We have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, and I did just realize I have a 60% profit boost that is about to expire in an hour. So real quick, before we continue our road to $250,000, we are going to apply this profit boost. I asked Gambly for the most plus EV Super Bowl NFL Underdog Fantasy Pick'em plays. Saquon Barkley under 14.5 receiving yards. Saquon Barkley under 115.5 rushing yards. Goddard under. We are going to begin. You know what? We're going to take Pacheco under 22.5 rushing yards. And we are going to take Xavier Worthy over receiving yards. That should help us cook. That should get us a quick cook right there. So let's add Worthy over. You know what? Let's. I'm going to show you guys a little cheat here, and by cheat, I mean I'm going to show you guys a way to be a real nit. Xavier Worthy, 34.5 receiving yards rather, and we are going to do a Pacheco. This will be fun. I've seen Best Ball Viper do this, where you take these. All right, we'll go to the 1x. We'll do the lower. And then we need an eagle. We'll do AJ Brown over receiving yards. AJ Brown higher receiving yards. Move the sidekick out of the way. $25 with our profit boost. We are going to play for $102. Got to move the sidekick out of the way. Bam! Once you confirm, your picks will be locked. I will share that real quick in the YouTube chat and in the YouTube description. If you guys want to check out some more stuff like that, you can check out gambly.com. You just ask it, what are the most plus CV plays? Basically searches the market with its projections in there, and it cooks you up. So enjoy that if you want. You don't have to, but I've been using them as we get here towards the Super Bowl. All right, boys, you guys already know what time it is. It is time for us to navigate over to the big board. We have done 17 of these, so we are now going to enter into, I guess this would be number 18. So this is big board 18 of 150. If you're watching this on the replay, I'm glad that you went ahead and skipped forth for big board 18 of 150. Got my trusty sidekick pulled up. I have got my draft capital buckets from the Draft Caddy sitting here. A reminder, this is how I have my settings. I have my settings for basically 0 running back. So I want to be in bucket 1 of wide receiver every time, and I don't really care. Bucket 2 a quarterback is sort of interesting. But here we are. We are going to cook. What draft slot did we get? 111. Not great. Peter told me to do this, but basically, I'm going to issue a challenge. Goods, Bitcoin, Stephen Molitaris, Shady Advice, Piano. Wow, good friend. Long time friend. Piano, Soups, all of you guys. Here, I'm issuing a challenge to all of you guys. Let's draft as fast as we possibly can. That is what we're doing here. We are going to draft as fast as we possibly can right now. Make your clicks. Dodger 1.8, make your clicks as fast as possible. Issuing an official challenge to everyone to do their clicks as fast as possible. Challenge accepted. All right, there we go. Well, let's see it. Let's see if everyone can do their fastest possible clicking. I will probably be doing this. I will be doing the slappy start of BTJ or Neighbors with Bowers or Jeanty. That feels like exactly what I'm going to be doing, and we're going to fly through this. We're going to. Hey, look, I actually don't care if I get as long as we draft, because we got to be. Oh, Steven, you're grinding, brother. You don't actually have to apologize to me. It's just something that Peter mentioned to me, that one of the ways that I can start to cook through these drafts is if we get through as fast as possible. Nicholas, a new member. GM to you, brother. I think my Puka ranking, which I have, if you see the ranking set custom here, I have my own rankings loaded into the sidekick. So these are the rankings that we can get at patreon.com/takecast. Bang! Malik Neighbors, welcome to the team. And I'm fine with any of these guys at the top of my queue right now. I don't care about Jeanty, Bowers, or AJ Brown. I think they're all complete smashes. Jeanty would be my preference. He goes, so we're going to take Brock Bowers. All right, there we go. So we have a pretty slappy start. Can we catch up at running back? Can we catch up at RB with a slappy start? I mean, I think the answer is probably yes. I think you can always catch up at running back. Bang. Yes, David Kitchen was in very fine form. Nicholas, thank you very much, bro. My favorite bet for the Super Bowl is Xavier Worthy over 4.5 rushing yards. That is currently my favorite wager for the Super Bowl. I'm allowed to change my mind. By the way, I need a review from the peanut gallery. Lights. Do we like the background lights? Do we not like the background lights? Is it too harsh? Can you see too much of my face? Is my face in too high of definition? Is it too bright? Is it not bright enough? I can turn the brightness down, I think. So I can turn the brightness down. I can turn the brightness all the way up. Still working on the on lighting. I can change them red. I can make the lightning. I can make the lighting red. We got a blue there. I think the blue looks the best. Tight end premium. How high does Brock Bowers go? That is pretty interesting. How high does Brock Bowers go? Can I check ADP in the way too early drafts? Let's see if I can. The never too early best ball tournament on FFPC. I probably have to go to to Fantasy Mojo to do that, which I will here in a moment. Wow. Kind words, Kelly. Yeah, so in FFPC he goes like 5. That is pretty crazy. That is very Superflex. That is really high. I think you could take him. If I was doing FFPC, never too early, I would probably do Bowers. I'd go Chase, Barkley, Jefferson, Bijan, Allen before him. Man, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he is just the best skill position player, honestly. Yeah, McBride is obviously so good for tight end premium because, dude, touchdowns don't even matter in tight end premium. All right, we have got Goods cooking with the Barkley, Brees, JSN start. Got Shady with the Gibbs, JT, Wilson start. We've got Soups with St. Brown and McCaffrey. Everyone's cooking some good teams. No mistakes yet. It's a pretty good start. Barkley, Allen, Wilson, Addison, Metcalf. Yeah, the running back hunger. You know, these running backs going very early. You can get away with a lot at wide receiver in these. All right, we are about up, and we are just gonna tap the button. We're actually gonna take James Cook. I don't love James Cook, but 35 I think is a reasonable spot to do it, and I should be able to get my favorite wide receiver here unless Helt takes him. And I don't think he's going to. I think Helt is going to be a good guy. Yeah, he did. He left us Xavier Worthy. So we start James Cook, Malik Neighbors, Xavier Worthy, and Brock Bowers. So, you know, I like Cook a good bit better than Mixon, Kamara, Hubbard, Hampton. I think there's a real tier break there. Like that start. Guy at the turn starts A-Chain, Jeanty, Marvin Harrison. Yeah, Rice over Worthy, I think. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving. I think you certainly want Xavier Worthy over Rice at this point. This is the issue. Don't love my wide receiver 1 if going Gibbs at 5. Do you prefer Puka at 5? Well, actually, I prefer Justin Jefferson at 5 when you can make that happen. You can't make it happen all that often, but you know, if you look at the board, so you take Gibbs at 5. Sometimes you can get AJ Brown. Sometimes you can get Drake London. You can almost always get Tyreek. The question is, if you're in a real piss boys room, do you take T. Higgins there? Or, I mean, I've started Gibbs Jeanty before. So I think you just, the way I'm handling these really early drafts, you know, we're sitting here February 4th. I think you just kind of mix it. I think you just mix and match it. I don't think you go one way or the other. I don't think you want to be doing anything 100% of the time right now. We have Soups is asking, what is AJ Brown's contract situation like? He is due $17 million. There's no out in his contract until after 2026. If he is cut or traded, he would count $61 million against the cap. Got to start putting ish on my times if you're going to start early all the time, like 12, 10-ish. Well, this is what I said, sir. I said in my tweet, I said ADP chasing right now and the road to 250K immediately after. Why Jefferson over Puka? He's much better. Much better. Not even sure it's really all that close. I think Jefferson, I don't know, if I did season-long projections, I would think I'd have Jefferson for like 50 more points than Puka, maybe. Yeah. There you go. Copy-paste dates. He's a smart man. He's a smart man. Yeah, I mean, you can go to youtube.com and you can set a little notification, and you'll get a push notification to your phone every time I click the go live button. Yeah, it's certainly nothing against Puka, who is a very good pick, and will probably end up having like a better Week 17 matchup just due to the way those divisions work. We certainly do not want Justin Jefferson outdoors against Chicago in Week 17. Would not be ideal there. Okay. Mr. Shaft 1971 has taken Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, and Joe Burrow. We got Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, and Joe Burrow. I guess he's probably just auto drafting, I would guess. So shout out to that guy. There's always someone, man. There's always someone auto drafting in these. We need to click a wide receiver with probably both of our next 2 picks. Actually, we could take any of these running backs, but we want Waddle would be ideal. All right, we're gonna have to take Olave if O'Rourke doesn't take him. I guess we would take Godwin. We could take any of these guys. It doesn't really matter. All right. I guess we're taking Godwin. I guess we are taking Godwin. Not ideal to be smashing him there every time. I've got a lot of Chris Godwin. Yeah, and we take shit. Walker went. No, Walker is there. Walker is there. So we are going to tap the button on Kenneth Walker. So we've got James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Malik Neighbors, Xavier Worthy, Chris Godwin, and Brock Bowers. I suppose the thing we're going to be sweating out now in this draft is how are we going to find a quarterback? Because we have got one guy who has drafted 3 of them. So very possible. I would say right now, Godwin, if I had to guess, is most likely to end up back in Tampa Bay. That's my guess. Most likely scenario is he ends up right back where he started and re-signs Tampa Bay. Tyrone Tracy at 65. That is a bit rich. Can we get a take on DJ Moore? I love DJ Moore. I've got DJ. I think I have. Love. I guess I should use the skin in the game answer. I have DJ Moore ranked right at ADP. But I guess theoretically I do quite like him at that cost. And if one of those guys on that roster is most likely to be Amon-Ra St. Brown, feels like DJ Moore is the most like for like there. That's the DJ Moore take. I could see Godwin do the ring chase, but I mean, I don't know. Isn't Tampa Bay a theoretical ring chasing situation? They play in the worst division in football. Baker Mayfield has played quite well. I mean, they really could have won their playoff game here. The NFC, I mean, outside of the Eagles, what's the dominant NFC team that you're afraid of? They're not really there. Big Tracy guy. Well, hey man, what do I know? What do I know? Yeah, Pat or Godwin to the Jags is I think that would kind of be a win everywhere. The thing about Carolina overpaying wide receivers is it's a really bad free agent class. The free agent wide receivers in 2025, it's like, so we have T and we have Godwin. They're the big ones. So T and Godwin are kind of the big prizes. But then you're into Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, DeAndre Hopkins. I guess one of the things they could do is they could do Hollywood Brown, right? So they could do Hollywood Brown, 3 years, $50 million for Hollywood Brown. And I think that could potentially work with the one. Well, what can you do, man? What can you do? Bourne Cup college reunion? Sure, why not? Amari Cooper has no juice left is the issue. Amari Cooper is juiceless. I think I'm not going 0 on anyone in the first round. I think that was a good lesson for me last year, was to, if you want more of someone, just draft more. You want more Jefferson, do more teams. You want more Chase, do more teams. You want more Amon-Ra St. Brown, do more teams. Because let me tell you, not having a lot of St. Brown, not having a lot of Chase, did not feel particularly good. Neighborhood, what's the trade? The Mavs. Oh, Shaft took Patrick Mahomes, bro. Sick, dude. Sick. It's a fucking epidemic out there right now. Absolute epidemic of auto drafters. It's not even this guy is not meaning to do this. He just forgot he entered. That's all it is. He literally forgot he is in this tournament. So he is, because no one else is drafting quarterbacks. He's just auto drafting them because they're at the top of the ranking. Like wherever this guy picked, that was just the auto drafted pick, and he doesn't have ranking saved or anything like that. So he's shafting all of us. Yeah, this is definitely Ayuk or Shaheed. Sure. I guess we are doing Rashid, Shaheed, Caleb Martin for Quentin Grimes in a second. I probably would do Grimes there, but I don't know. Is it though? Is drafting during the middle of the day plus EV, or with all these idiot streamers? All right. Sidekick is telling me Warren. I don't know. Is it Warren? I feel pretty good. What I need to do is I need to add another potential stack wide receiver. So I am actually going to add Pearsall. So we've got Ward or Shadur. Mahomes is gone. We have Baker, who is probably gone. No, Baker's still there. Carr, Purdy, Russell Wilson. So this is going to have to be a late round quarterback team. When that happens, do you reach for a quarterback? No. No, I don't. I just am never going to reach for the quarterbacks. Although I did see Herzig tweet this the other day. Justin Herzig tweeted, "Fine, I'll say it. Elite quarterbacks are undervalued." Yeah, he said, "I'll say it. The underdog market is undervaluing the elite quarterbacks." I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, I do. I don't love Kittle as much just because it's taking a 31-year-old tight end in round 6 or whatever. But being light on Kittle is probably going to feel bad. Yeah, Shaft is probably presenting his big work project right now. I like Ward, I like Dart, I like Shadur, I like all these guys. Okay, so Shaft is on the clock, and well, he's going to be stuck with Isaiah Pacheco. So I hope. All right. Well, Paynout took Purdy, Soup took Mayfield, so it's gonna get thin for me coming around. Does it feel good getting one of the top quarterbacks though? I don't know. Let's look at this. Lamar Jackson at pick 39. So let's do the 2v2. Jameson Williams and Jordan Love versus Lamar Jackson and Rashad Bateman. Which one of those guys do you like? It certainly feels nice. It feels nice to look at your team and be like, "Ah, fuck yeah." Where do you see Dart going that gives him the chance to start 10 games? Well, the Raiders are the top one. I think he could do it for the Jets. I think he could do it for the Titans. I think that he could do it for the Cleveland Browns. I think he could do it for the Giants. I think that he could do it for... That's probably it. Those would be the spots. So one of those AFC teams. I mean, every year the elite quarterbacks are bad advance rate plays. Like the worst advance rates in the pool last year were some of the high, Stroud, Mahomes, who's the quarterback 7? I don't remember, but basically, they end up kind of being some of the worst picks. And then in the playoffs, they create no separation. So like Josh and Lamar, the big quarterback last year was Jaden, who you got in, what was he, like the 9th, 10th round? Jaden was the quarterback that you really wanted. Yeah. That's where you take quarterbacks. You take quarterbacks where you want. Yeah, the Bowers 2v2s are very legit as well. I think there are a lot of reasons to think that Bowers is not a particularly good pick. You could certainly argue that. I have totally backdoored myself into a bad quarterback team. So I will have to live with those choices. Because theoretically, you should be able to take quarterbacks here, but because of Mr. Shaft, I'm not going to be able to get any of them. So I guess that's on me for not paying super close attention to the room, but should be able to backdoor a couple quarterbacks. And they'll be like, I probably am going to have to reach on one here at this next pick instead of letting the room come to me, trying to get one at 110 or trying to get one at 131 or 134. I agree with this. I think Goddard and Njoku both feel pretty strong. Does the guy behind me only has Knicks. He also has 2 running backs. I'm going to take my favorite running back here, and then we'll just reach on whatever quarterback. I'm actually going to take ETN instead of Brian Robinson Jr. because I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence with my next pick. Yeah, in my opinion, Fields is going to be starting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's just my opinion. You can get other opinions elsewhere, but I think that Russell Wilson will probably go to Las Vegas, and that's how I'm playing it. All right, he takes Ramondre. All right, Drake May. All right, bang. We will go Trevor Lawrence. The Rams are going to play Matthew Stafford. I don't think if Stafford doesn't retire, he is going to be the quarterback of the Los Angeles Rams. I like this one. I do. I like May with Henry. I know a couple of the guys here who watch the channel, who are members of the Discord, really like Demario Douglas. I don't like Demario Douglas as much. So here's another thing about this whole late round quarterback situation and the early quarterbacks. Pretty confident Geno's going to start. Pretty confident Stafford's going to start. Pretty confident Carr's going to start. Pretty confident Dart is going to start at least 10 games. Not very confident that Milroe is going to start 10 games, but if Milroe does end up a starter, he's going to be awesome for fantasy. I feel confident Wilson will get 9-10 games. I don't think Rodgers is retiring. I think Kirk Cousins probably starts the season for Cleveland. I don't know if he'll be good there. And these are guys you can get totally at the end of drafts, you know? Whereas, you know, if you're looking at the 230s at running back, you're looking at Will Shipley, Ty Johnson, ETN's little brother, you know, just guys who are not gonna get points. Why am I so high on ETN? I just think he's better than Tank Bigsby. And also I think that they can succeed in their roles. Like, I guess I feel that ETN and Bigsby are good segmented roles, guys. That I think they can, especially if Cohen is good and Trevor is good and they figure out the offense. I think they just kind of are both okay. I don't think either of them are smashes, but they're both pretty good. Yeah, I mean, the Jaguars will probably add someone, and maybe ETN will be a bad pick. You know, certainly an argument that Najee is a better pick. I'm kind of splitting them right now. How do you approach QB uncertainty? Well, John, you might not know this about me. I don't feel uncertainty all that often. Like, I just, in my mind, 100% chance that JJ McCarthy is the week 1 starter for the Vikings. I feel like there's no chance that Sam Darnold. I think Darnold is like more likely to start for the Titans or the Raiders than he is. Yeah, it's kind of similar to Moss and Chase Brown. I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, you only want Milroe in 3 quarterback builds. I really like Anthony Richardson. I think Richardson is a very strong pick. I completely agree with this. In fact, Richardson is going to be the player that I select next. Anthony Richardson, welcome to the team. So that's how you salvage a quarterback room. I've got Trevor Lawrence and Anthony Richardson. You know, those are fine picks right there. And damn, you know what? I'm actually a moron. I should have stopped and taken a second and thought, because Travis Hunter is a way better pick there. Idiot. That was a chance. Frick, dude. That was the chance to get a cheap Travis Hunter, and I didn't do it. That's really annoying. All right, we need a second tight end. We're going to take Evan Ingram and hope that he re-signs or stays with Jaguars, is not a cap casualty. If he is a cap casualty, we don't actually really care all that much. Could have taken Devin Neal there, but we are going to let it ride. And we'll take our running backs a little bit later. I do not like Rico Dowdle very much. I am lighter on Rico Dowdle than the market. I think Dowdle probably ends up signing somewhere for, you know, the veteran minimum or something. And maybe he resigns in Dallas, but Dallas is gonna draft a guy. I don't think he's the worst pick on the board. I think there are probably worse picks on the board than Rico Dowdle. But just to give you guys an example, these are my running back rankings. So I've got Neal, Gordon, Braylon, Corum, even Ford, who I don't even really like. I've got Rico Dowdle ranked 143. So that's after Neal. And truthfully, truth serum, I'd probably take Ollie Gordon ahead of Rico Dowdle right now. Who's Shaft going to take? Oh, Shaft's going to get himself some Dalton Kincaid. Does Tank Dell get picked every day? That does seem pretty bad. If Tank Dell truly gets picked every day. But yes, RJ, I mean, truly, like, I think probably Brashard Smith is a better pick than Rico Dowdle, really, or Mullings, or Javonte. I mean, Javonte and Rico are like the same guy, but more pedigree for Javonte. Yeah, I don't think Tank is playing. Oh, Shaft must have logged in because he took Kyle Pitts. No, Dowdle didn't have that bad of a year, but he's a fifth year free agent who is just, you know, Rico Dowdle's fine. He's a perfectly cromulent guy. Not really that dissimilar from Jerome Ford, but just with less of a guarantee of what team he's going to be on. Yeah, Shaft logging into draft Kyle Pitts is actually a pretty good one. All right, for the audio listeners, we have Trevor Lawrence, Anthony Richardson, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Travis Etienne, Malik Neighbors, Xavier Worthy, Chris Godwin, Rashid Shaheed, Ricky Pearsall, Brock Bowers, and Evan Ingram. So this is going to be a good team to take Kirk on, probably. Good team to take A.D. Mitchell, who I take like every single draft. I can't help myself. Kyle Pitts, not a free agent. Yeah, bad year to be a free agent running back for sure. Good afternoon to you as well, Mr. Raymond. Clicked Dell once. Well, hey, I think, damn. I was, all right, we're going to take Ollie Gordon because we're about to make a bad pick with our next pick. Yeah, Ollie Gordon, his price is rising. Hunter's price is rising. All right, gotta take Mitchell here for the stack. So we added Ollie Gordon and 80 Mitchell on to those stacks. No, it's not a contract year for Tank. Tank has one more year. One more year in his contract. 15 slows running and 5 fast. Wow. You're grinding, brother. About to make a bad pick with our next pick. That should be the title of these streams. About to make a bad pick. Hey, Sidekick didn't say it was that bad, although the Sidekick has my rankings in. So the Sidekick doesn't even know. Doesn't even know. Yeah, I don't really take Pierce, but that is probably blinders on for me. Christian Kirk broke his something. What did happen to Christian Kirk? Christian Kirk. Oh my God. Why did he already get drafted? Oh. I'm thinking Gabe Davis. In my head, I was thinking Gabe Davis. Move to injured reserve. All right, what was Christian Kirk's injury? Broken collarbone. She can come back from a broken collarbone. Yeah, Gabe is free, and Gabe is coming back. Yeah, Gabe Davis. Let's look at his SPO track. Gabe Davis doesn't have an out until after next year. He only costs $6 million against the cap. He'd cost $20 million if he got cut. If he is 2025, a post-June release, he'd be $5 million of dead cap. Basically, they don't even save any money cutting him. Nothing gets saved here. So if he gets cut, nothing really happens. Nothing good. They save like $500,000 next year if they cut him. Gabe just signed a deal? Yeah, he did. No one knows. That's really funny. That's really funny, dude. One of us, man. You're one of us, Cade. You're one of us. Okay. In what do you mean, bro? Yeah, Tez is getting drafted every time. Tez Johnson weighs less than me, brother. All right, damn. I mean, I have not taken Alec Pierce yet, but I will take him if Soups or O'Rourke doesn't take him. Come on, dude. Let me get my first Alec Pierce share. Come on, brother. Bang. We did it. We did it. And you know what? This is a good... Oh, yeah. Let's take Kendre. Just doubling up on Saints, bro. And now when we take Derek Carr at 206... Yeah, you can. Don't you see the super chat button, Lil Dodger? Where's the super chat button on mobile? I don't even know. I watch YouTube on my computer, which I'm learning is not common. Most people... I'm about to pull it up. We're about to Inception. It is the bottom right corner. There you go. There you go. Kendra does fit every bill. It's true. He does. Yeah, or you can go to twitch.tv/Davis Mattek and watch for free, bro. You can watch for free with no ads. New 20th round meta is Elijah Arroyo. I think the 20th round meta is Gunnar Helm, bro. Gabe signed because the Bills' former wide receiver coach is there. He's fired. Ooh, I did not know that. That is good alpha. That is very good alpha. Matt likes the ads. Matt likes the ads. Yeah, so one of the good friends in the Discord, 24 Offsuit, he sent me a message last week or 2 weeks ago on Discord, and he was like, dude, I have a free YouTube premium code. So I have 3 months free. I have 3 months free of YouTube Premium, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back. Gonna be very hard to go back, I think, to regular YouTube. It's unbelievable that YouTube exists, really, if you think about it, because all I watch is YouTube. I very rarely watch television, like a produced TV show. You know, I watch the Star Wars shows on Disney Plus. Every once in a while, I do like a prestige show. Like I'll watch something with my wife or whatever. But I'd say 90% of what I watch is YouTube. You know, I watch a lot of soccer stuff. Watch a lot of fantasy football stuff too, but like good Football Manager, you know, just like random stuff you like, and you just find a YouTuber you like, and yeah. I used to like sports talk radio too. When I delivered pizzas in college, I used to listen to do you guys know Dan Le Batard? I used to listen to like 4 hours of Miami sports talk radio. I used to just listen to Dan Le Batard's show all day for like my whole shift. I would just listen to Le Batard and Stu Gatz, you know. Love sports talk radio. And now Twitch and YouTube are just, I just kind of always have it on in the background. I don't know if I agree with this, Cade. I don't know if I agree that the Kenobi series did right by Vader. Although there were some very cool saber fights, which I enjoyed. All right. We're about to be up next. Frickin' car went, dude. Brutal. Honestly, no. Honestly, I don't really have any good pizza delivery stories. It was just like a very fun, good, normal job. It was a really good job. All right, I'm gonna take Jackson Dart. It was a really good job for someone in college. I really enjoyed it. I basically got to spend all day, and I just took Gabe Davis. Basically got to spend all day by myself. Got to listen to fantasy football podcasts. Got to listen to sports talk radio. Drank, White Monsters, and I mean, we worked until like 2 a.m. It was a good job. I would recommend it to a lot. If you're college, if you're 18, 19, 20, I think it's a good job. I was a pizza delivery guy for Domino's. Wanting my thoughts on Stephon Diggs. So I'm worried, PTB Nation, about Stephon Diggs. I started out thinking he was like a pretty strong value, but my concern is he might be closer to the DeAndre Hopkins, Amari Cooper range of guy than I wanted to believe at first. He tore his ACL in week 8, I believe. So you're talking about a 32-year-old guy who's a free agent who's coming off of an ACL tear. Let me confirm that I was right about week 8. Yeah. Yep. Week 8 against Indianapolis. October 27th, he tore his ACL. DoorDash with DFS. Yeah, good stuff. Zach Ertz is a good pick, T-Bear. Zach Ertz is, he's like, the tight end 23 or whatever. I like Kupp because Kupp is going to theoretically be healthier. You know, he played through the ankle injury. But Crane, I think, on ADP chasing, talked me out of Stephon Diggs. I know. I mean, I am the same age as Stephon Diggs, and when I get up in the morning, it takes me a good bit to get going. I get up in the morning and I go, oh God. I wake up to go let my puppy out, and I'm like, oh man, tough. Well, I don't know if we did watch Kupp be washed all year. I think you might be a little mistaken. Kupp was very washed in the end, but I don't think he was not washed all year. I'm gonna pull up yards per route run right here. Yards per route run, minimum 50% target. So Puka was 3.23, which is absurd. But Cooper Kupp, 1.88 yards per route run. That's the same as Cortland Sutton. Better than Metcalf, better than JSN, better than Jacoby Myers, better than Tyreek Hill, better than Judy. Not nothing, right? I think that is certainly not nothing. All right, we missed out on Brashard Smith, who I really like. Let's take, you know what, in this one, let's do Bayshell Tootin. Yeah, I think we did good. We did good. This one's going to be done in about 45 minutes. We did good, everyone. We did a good job clicking. Did Elijah Arroyo already go? Arroyo already went. Did Mason Taylor already go? Mason Taylor already went. We have Bowers and Ingram. All right. Gunnar Helm. I think that qualifies for a state of the line, Bart. Final team, we have Trevor Lawrence stacked with ETN, Gabe Davis, and potentially Evan Ingram. We have Anthony Richardson stacked with A.D. Mitchell and Alec Pierce, maybe Gunnar Helm too. And we have Jackson Dart, who is maybe stacked with Brock Bowers, potentially. Take LaQuint Allen or Khalil Mullings would be the guys there. Little Dodger, bro. I got something for you though. Why don't you just, if you really want to be drafting better teams, why don't you just check out patreon.com/Davis Mattek. Go ahead and get yourself some big board rankings. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. If you want to learn the rookie running backs, that is a good place to do it. Gunnar Helm hurt his stock not participating at the Senior Bowl. Well, did he? I don't know, man, because I feel like he could have actually hurt it a good bit by participating. I feel like his game maybe would have not been a great translation for the Senior Bowl. I think Gunnar Helm put it all on tape, bro. Gunnar Helm, his final year at Texas, led the team in receptions, 786 yards, 13.1 yards per reception, 7 touchdowns. So that's more than Bond, more than Wingo. I think Gunnar Helm did what he needed to do on the field. Also, it's a sick name. Gunnar Helm is a good name. I don't understand why the Mavs didn't want Quentin Grimes, but he's a good, I mean, if the 76ers are being serious, Grimes is a good player. Grimes is a better defender than Oubre. You know, pretty good. I think he's shooting like 38% from three this year. It's pretty strong. I don't know how much of a guy I want. Well, I think that this is the thing. That what I'm getting at is that the tight ends were really good. All the tight ends did very well. Fannin did well. Mason Taylor did really well. Elijah Arroyo did really well. All right. Are we ready to do big board number, I guess this would be big board number 19. Big board 19 of 150. If you guys are in this one, let's be quick. Let's make it snappy. Let's fill it and let's draft fast. Ooh, buddy, you do not want to be drafting Greg Dulcich. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. I still have Greg Dulcich on a couple dynasty teams. See, I actually have Loveland ranked pretty high. So I have Loveland. Oh, I guess I don't. I got him ranked right about, but I have Ferguson ranked high. I have Ingram ranked high. I have Likely ranked high. I have Kincaid ranked high. All right, you're in the 9 hole. We'll draft fast, brother. We are clicking quickly. Pressers, if you're in, I want you clicking immediately. Everyone who's drafting, I want you to click quickly. As fast as you can. Soups is in here. All right. I think that's everyone. Matt is at the 110. Click quick, bro. We are drafting quickly so that I can do all 150 of these on stream. The more we do, honestly, the faster we draft, the more likely I am to do another draft. Wow. Pressers takes Bijan. Okay. Do what you got to do, brother. So we are going to get Jefferson or Gibbs. We'll take Gibbs. That's fine. Certainly do not mind taking Jahmyr Gibbs. You snipe away, brother. You do your worst. Sometimes getting sniped just means that it's just a little bit of natural diversification for me if I get sniped. You can't be mad about that. By the way, you guys like that thumbnail? Me and Lad McConkey with the SoFi Stadium background. I feel like my thumbnail game has really improved. I learned a trick in Canva. I honestly don't really think Ja'Marr Chase is a good 101. I think probably Barkley and Jefferson are, but you know, what can you do? I'm not gonna do what I did last year. I think I had like 2% of Ja'Marr Chase or whatever. By the way, we are drafting quick. Everyone is clicking quick. So I appreciate that. And I hope we don't have an auto drafter taking the quarterbacks. Just one time I would like to not have an auto drafter taking all of our quarterbacks. Yeah, but that's the thing. If you want Chase, you got to take him 101. I don't think Jameis Winston is going to be a Brown, though, is the thing. And I don't think Jameis is going to be a starter. No one wants Jameis to start. They just don't. They don't. All right. We are almost up. I will take McCaffrey or Ladd. I don't care which. This feels like a more appropriate price. All right. Whoa, there we go. We took the thumbnail boy. We got Ladd. We got the man from the thumbnail. Well, he's not attached to the best passer in the league. And the issue with Ja'Marr Chase is that he is just not quite as good as Jefferson. He just is not. He's like a 2 percentage points worse than Jefferson. So because of that, it's just a little bit harder to want to take him. Like, it's an all-time recency bias 101. Well, where does Aaron Jones sign? Because Aaron Jones is going to be an unrestricted free agent. Bradley, I literally just ordered them. I literally just ordered from Bum Energy. I just ordered them. I'm very excited to bring them out. In which ways is Jefferson a better receiver? By getting more catches and more yards and more targets. So just by getting better stats, Jefferson is a better receiver. I agree. Lad 1-2 turn. That's what I'm hoping, man. We're gonna have a total layup pick here. Garrett Wilson, very easy. So when you start Gibbs and you're able to get Garrett Wilson and Ladd McConkey on the way back, I need to run the versus finder for Chase and Jefferson. Chase, Jefferson. I wonder, it probably won't let me pull it up. So Jefferson averages more everything. So more yards per reception, greater yards per target, greater first downs per target, more targets per game, more receptions per game, more yards per game. Chase is a little bit better with Yak. So I will say that something that Chase has a little bit better is Yak. I think it doesn't really matter who's throwing to Garrett Wilson. It can't really get worse. I am in on the Bears, guys. Yes, I am in on Rome, in on Caleb, in on DJ Moore. Yeah, Jefferson, 5 years into his career, is already at 7,029 yards or whatever. The Stafford retirement thing is coming because he said to the media last week, he said there was like an Underdog blurb or whatever. I think what people like about Rome is that he's pretty good at football. All right. You know what? And actually, I'm talking about him right now. Let's just do it. Let's just take Rome. There we go. We added Rome. The problem again with Chase at 101 is that not taking their exactly. I don't think that Chase is the right 101, but I'm unwilling to go into a season with none of him. I want to have. I don't think there's a good fade in the first round. Chase, Bijan, Barkley, Jefferson, Gibbs, Puka, Ceedee, St. Brown, Brian Thomas, Nico Collins, Malik Neighbors, Jeanty. Who of that list do you want to fade? I don't think any of them are good fades. Stafford for sure has capped upside. Who do you think are the biggest risers? I think Worthy will probably rise. One of Chase Brown or Kyron, or maybe both of them, will rise a lot if it becomes clear their teams are not taking a running back. Garrett Wilson actually could be a right. Like, think about what quarterback, because there's got to be a quarterback that could go. Waddle could be a big riser if Tyreek gets traded or leaves. Wow, and we got Tet. Okay, so that is how you recover from starting running back in round one. That is how you do hyperfragile. Gibbs, Ladd, Garrett Wilson, Rome, and Tet. That is pretty strong, I think. I think it's a totally fair price for Tet, honestly. I think where he's going right before Addison, after Adams, Waddle, Flowers, Metcalf, like it very easy for me to see him, outproducing DK Metcalf. Could see, well, what would have to happen for DJ Moore to rise? DJ Moore could be a guy where we get 4 weeks into the season and we go, well, obviously DJ Moore should have been a second round pick. But I don't know what would have to happen before the draft. I mean, if you think about Tet's price, I mean, compare him to the wide receiver one last year. Tet is going after the first 3 rookie wide receivers last year. Tet is going after Harrison, Neighbors, and Worthy, where he's going after where all those guys were going. Exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing with Hunter is just so cheap relative to what... If Hunter is a full-time wide receiver, he's the most mispriced guy in the pool. Now, if Hunter is a full-time cornerback, he's also the most mispriced guy in the pool. So I think his ADP is right about fair. Looks like we don't have an auto drafter at quarterback this time. Everyone's doing a great job drafting fast, by the way. I'm loving the fast drafting. This would be a good Travion pick. This would be a good Laporta pick. I think I'm going to take Travion because I don't want Montgomery and Gibbs. Need a little bit of running back firepower. So we got Gibbs and Travion. So we have the Spider-Man pointing meme in our running back room. Gibbs, Travion with Ladd, Garrett Wilson, Rome, and Tet. Yeah, Travis Hunter is Schrodinger's ADP. He really is. If Ben Johnson comes out and says DJ Moore will be in the Amon-Ra St. Brown Bowl role, yes, I agree. I agree with that. And he should say that, honestly. Okay. Probably back to the wide receiver range. No reason to take Mahomes on this team because there's not really a back stack you want. We're fine with Ayuk. We're fine with McMillan. Honestly, I might rather take... I should probably move Tracy down in my rankings. I just don't love this spot for him. Let's take McMillan to give ourselves another quarterback to take at the next turn, I think. Yeah, I think we go McMillan here. Argument for Andrews, actually. Sidekick does not want Andrews. All right, McMillan. Wide receiver room of Ladd, Garrett Wilson, Rome Odunze, Tet McMillan, and Jalen McMillan. Something I like to make sure to do is when you take Garrett Wilson, give yourself lots of stacking options at quarterback because I'm not drafting Aaron Rodgers, even if I think the most likely thing is Rodgers comes back. Speaking of Travion, how much have you thought about projecting rookies to the team? Any that seem like likely fits? I mean, of course I'm thinking about it. I don't think on February 4th I have any super strong convictions. I will say the most likely thing is just that, doesn't it feel like he goes to where Chip Kelly is? Mahomes should not even be a 7th round pick. Thoughts on Mahomes falling precipitously compared to other early ADP quarterbacks? Mahomes doesn't score any fantasy points, dude. He doesn't run in the regular season. The Chiefs don't care about the regular season. Likely is going 133 overall. He's the tight end, 14. Yeah, Travion is probably a Raider, though. I do agree. It seems like Travion is probably a Raider. The Josh Downs, Tyler Warren turn to the Jalen Hurts team. Oh, that's a sick team. Jeanty, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, Devonta, Olave, Caleb Johnson, Josh Downs, Tyler Warren. My guy, Sobhada 8. He is cooking over there on that turn. I like that team a lot. A lot of quarterbacks available for us here. So much better when you don't have someone auto drafting your quarterbacks. I really appreciate that. Mahomes ADP is the modern Black Friday sale. They jack it way up shortly before, then the sale is still overpriced. Very true. Yeah, Downs and Warren are both really good. Well, Quinshon Judkins is a good running back too. Quinshon Judkins is maybe going to be a 2nd round pick. Henderson has the more rare skill set with the speed, but Judkins is just such an easy NFL fit. If Mahomes is still here, I'm not going to take Mayfield. Well, maybe I will. Actually, you know what? Njoku is kind of who I want here. I need to change this in my rankings because I do like Njoku more than Jonnu Smith. Okay, Mahomes went, so I'm actually just going to take Baker. Secured. Got it done. Yeah, I need to be... I actually liked Downs more than I drafted him last year, if that makes sense. Like, if I could go back, I would have drafted him more. All right, so we've got a quarterback. We have 2 really good running backs. We have a wide receiver room of Ladd, Garrett Wilson, Rome Odunze, Tet McMillan, and Jalen McMillan. This is big board 19 of 150. Jahmyr Gibbs, superstar. And everyone is cooking right now. No jinxes, but everyone is cooking across the board. We are all frick. And Njoku went. All right, that sucks. I took ETN last time. Let's take Najee this time. Don't want to end up with 100% of either one of these guys. We just want to keep it moving, keep the buttons mashing. I need to move Charbonnet down in my rankings too. Najee, this is where it's kind of one of those funny things because I bake ADP into the rankings. So when you do too much of started a draft right before he were on pick 73. Well, I mean, look, I hate Najee too, but Najee is the best free agent running back. So he is going to sign, like the way free agency works, it's self-selecting. He's going to go somewhere that wants to give him the ball. And because it's such a bad free agent running back class, he is likely to go somewhere where they're not wanting to draft a rookie running back. What is the reason you would have low advance rates but have 2 to 3 teams advancing to week 16? Well, it's kind of a complicated question, but I would assume you have bad advance rates because you missed out on some of the high advance rate guys like Barkley or Derrick Henry. And because the high advance rate pieces can just have a bad game in week 15, you're going to have weirder rosters. That, like, for example, last year, I didn't really draft Barkley. I didn't really draft Derrick Henry. Those are the 2 highest advance rate players. And I didn't really have Ja'Marr Chase. All those guys basically did bad in week 15. So, well, maybe Chase didn't. I can't remember. But if those guys have bad week 15s, then just your weird team gains value. So if you have a weird team, you don't have... Barkley had a 50% advance rate last year. So if you don't have the 50% advance rate guy and that guy does poorly, you're just much more likely to advance because you know that a very common player on your opponent's roster had a bad game. I would be pretty surprised if he signs as a clear backup. Josh is saying he signs. I mean, don't get me wrong. That dude could definitely go to the Chiefs. Yeah, Herbert is definitely the pick here with Ladd, assuming that Soups doesn't take him. If Soups does take him, I'm going to take Dallas Goedert. This might have to be a 4 tight end team, I think. If we don't get either of these tight ends, then this is probably going to be a 4 tight end team. All right, we've now paired Herbert with Ladd McConkey. So we have Baker with Jalen, Herbert with Ladd. We don't have a tight end, which I don't love. I have not done a 4 tight end team yet, but I think it's very reasonable in these fields, particularly if you're waiting until, round 11 to take your first one. So PTB Nation is asking my thoughts on Pacheco. So I agree with this. He didn't get screws put in his legs 8 months ago. He got screws in his leg 3 months ago. He broke his leg in week 2. But it's also an unbelievably good draft class. And in an unbelievably good draft class, it's just so easy for the Chiefs to take his replacement. And it's not like Pacheco has been so good that you can't imagine them wanting to replace him. FF Links, don't take Goddard, bro. Don't take Goddard or Tucker Craft. Give me, well, I guess either way, I'm getting one of them. All right, Tucker Craft, sure, why not? Unstacked, uncorrelated Tucker Craft. I think, I mean, I have Pacheco ranked well below his average draft position in these. Where did he just go? So he just went 104. I have Pacheco. I guess I have Pacheco ranked 105, but his ADP is 83.2. I don't think there's anything that makes him markedly different than ETN or Najee or even... Is there anything that makes him markedly different than Dobbins? Not really. Ooh. You're having a good day, bro. You just got Chipotle. You're having a good day, Stefan. You are living the dream. All right. Baker, Herbert, Gibbs, Travion Henderson, Najee Harris, Ladd McConkey, Garrett Wilson, Rome Odunze, Tet McMillan, Jalen McMillan, and Tucker Craft. We are in... We're not going to get, because we started with a running back, we are not going to get to bucket one at wide receiver. Off target per the draft caddy. Richardson goes. I guess we're waiting for a third quarterback. I'm loving that we are absolutely cooking here. Yeah, getting drafted in the 7th round does make him very, very replaceable. Yeah, and I don't even think Kansas City considers Pacheco, a super long-term answer either. Okay. Probably going to take a wide receiver with this next pick. Maybe Bond, maybe Dubs, maybe QJ for the stack. Running back is pretty flat at this range. Baby J auto-drafted CJ Stroud. You hate to see it. Romeo Dubs goes. Why is Isaiah Bond falling? Cannot come up with a compelling reason. I mean, maybe he's really low in the ETR or the legendary upside rankings, but the mock draft database is still pretty hot on him. Penix goes. I guess this is the range where they go. Many such cases. All right, well, I am going to take Bond or Hollywood, depending on what Soups does here. Oh, all right. Been wanting to get Hollywood. We did secure the bag on Hollywood. Now that you've done some drafts, is there a draft position number that's starting to become? I really like the first 5 picks. I think there's a pretty big drop-off after Chase, Bijan, Barkley, Jefferson, Gibbs to the next range. Maybe Puka agrees in there. The thing that's nice about picking at the turn is I am a huge Ashton Jeanty slappy. So I'm gonna wanna keep slapping in Jeanty, and the best places to get him are like 8 through 12 are the good Jeanty spots. All right, we need another tight end. Sidekick's telling me Pitts. I might want Ollie Gordon though. Running back room of Gibbs, Henderson, Najee. I need some juice. Maybe Pitts, maybe Gordon. Neither of them are going to come back around to me. There's a pretty big drop-off after these guys. FF Links, do your worst, brother. Like, I just think Ollie Gordon's upside is just better than Jerome Ford's. All right. Ollie Gordon. Got it done. Now every top pick in my sidekick is the tight end. Why isn't Mike Evans going top 25? Mike Evans isn't going top 25 because he's 32. That's really it. I'm freezing down here in my office, by the way. Need to go upstairs and turn the heat on. Maybe my wife will turn the heat up. Bime4 and Crane hated on Bond hard during their soliloquy on Legendary Sickos based on no production and a gadget player. Well, all those things can be true. But let's just guess. Isaiah Bond, where is he in the mock draft database? In the mock draft database, we have got projected 51st overall, second round. 38% of mock drafts have Isaiah Bond going in the first round. Looks like I see 30 to the Bills, 26 to the Rams, 30 to the Bills, 29 to the Commanders, 19 to the Buccaneers, 20 to the Broncos. A lot of spots. I think Jeanty ends up going right here. 7, 8, 9. Kind of where Bijan and Brees were going last year. That's my guess where he's going. Had 3% Wicks last year, 38% this year. Well, it's certainly a much more palatable price. Bucks lost Cohen. Well, yeah, but they did replace him. All right, Zach Ertz. Have not taken mini Zach Ertz yet, but we add Zach Ertz into Tucker Kraft and Zach Ertz. You love a burly old tight end room. How many running backs? Well, I just was telling Karain. How many running? I think there could be as many as 12. Well, it's not that mock draft database is anything. It's just, it is literally just a database of mock drafts. So you decide what that's worth. Do you think mock drafts are accurate? Do you think they're inaccurate? Do you think they are directionally accurate? Do you think they are directionally inaccurate? Do you think there's anything to learn? Do you not think there's anything to learn? I can't keep track of what every NFL player is doing. This would be a good Braylon spot. Still need another wide receiver. Don't need to take A.D. Mitchell on this team. Fannin could be fun on this team. Fannin could be really fun on this team. Need another wide receiver, at least one. You know what? I am going to take Jordan Whittington. I just have been meaning to take more of him, and I think Whittington is going to be a big riser, particularly after Cooper Kupp gets traded or waived. So, setting my min pick on Jordan Whittington feels pretty good. We are also, by the way, we are cooking in this draft. We are doing good work out here, boys. We are picking them quickly. And how else are we going to get through 150 of these on stream? Kind of a dumb thing for me to have wanted to do, if you really think about it. Is this even good in my YouTube journey? Is streaming all 150 big boards even good? Maybe. It's kind of hard to say. I'm hoping that it boosts me big time in the algorithm, but maybe it won't. Yeah, the Cowboys definitely want to take Jeanty. That is for sure. Hey brothers, let me know in the comments. Is it even good to do all 150? Well, of course I'm gonna do all 150. That's not even hard. Doing all 150 BBMs is nothing. That is light work, as the kids would say. I want a running back. I've got about 1 billion % Kendre Miller. So let's do Damian Martinez this time. Adding Damian Martinez into the Jahmyr Gibbs, Travion Henderson, Najee Harris, Ollie Gordon running back room. Can probably wait on a tight end. Definitely need another quarterback. Kelly, I'm also happy you stumbled upon me. I'm happy for anyone to find their way to YouTube, to my YouTube. Trying to make an honest living out here in these streets. Just need the algorithm to think, wow, people love watching that Davis Mattek guy. They love watching these Big board streams. Wow. So funny when someone is not auto-drafting every quarterback, how many good quarterbacks are available late. Obviously doesn't happen all the time. It's true. People are saying more and more, hit the like button. They are saying it. Thought you were supposed to take him in the 120s, bro. Thought you were supposed to be taking him really early. All right. Should we just take Stafford? Could just take Kendra, I guess. Is there any other... That I do like Javonte. No, I'm going to take Stafford. Dude, what if Stafford, Jordan Whittington is what you need? What if Stafford and Jordan Whittington is what you need? I guess I'm not particularly well positioned. Stafford had cracked ribs. I did not know that. All right. Stafford, welcome to the team. We got the Stafford Whittington stack. A gifted membership for Mr. Josh Dombrowski. Everyone give Josh a salute. Does feel like the Rams probably want to take a rookie tight end. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of rookie tight ends. I mean, look at all the rookie tight ends that are getting drafted. Helm, Arroyo, Taylor, Gadsden, Luke Lachey, Jacob Warren. A lot of rookie tight ends out there. Anyone else or any other rookie tight ends that are getting drafted? Jake Brittingstool from Clemson. I don't know any of these other guys. All right, we do need one more tight end. Probably need one more running back. This could definitely be a 4 tight end team. Just Kraft and Ertz. Some chance of Ertz not signing with the Commanders. Oh, that's pop. Ooh, the overflow draft in the 12th round. Everyone in this draft understood the assignment. They said, we're not necessarily... It's like golf. I would compare big board drafts to golf. You don't have to draft good, but you do need to draft fast. If you're out there on the golf course, you don't need to be playing well, but you do need to play fast. If you're going to play bad quickly. And I would say the same for drafting. If you're going to draft a dog shit team, at least do it very quickly so that that no one else. They are good clicks. Yeah, Bailey. Gadsden and LeQuint. LeQuint, I have ranked way above it, way ahead of ADP. I guess, relatively speaking, 236.7, but I have LeQuint ranked as draftable. So I've got him ranked ahead of like Will Shipley, ETN, Keaton Mitchell, Kamani Vidal. I think, if you're a Syracuse fan, you probably know, but yeah, he led the nation in receiving yards for running backs. LeQuint Allen is this year's Dylan Laube, people are saying. I don't know why they're saying it, but they are saying it. I'm actually going to take Brashard Smith if Soups doesn't, because I have a lot of LeQuint. Bang, got it. Brashard Smith, I think, could end up being this year's Tyrone Trace. That's too many. That's probably too many rookies. Henderson, Gordon, Martinez, and Smith. This room needed Kendre Miller. Who took him? Caboman took Kendre Miller from me. No, but I'm trying to get. I do want to try and get Scadaboo just to continue the bit. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to reach out to him. GM stuff. It did. This room did need Austin Eckler. Yeah. I think Deontay Johnson is he's a Raven technically. Is Deontay Johnson going to be in the NFL next year? If I had to bet right now, agreed. If you're bad, just keep it going. All right, we need a wide receiver. Do we have any rookies? We have one rookie. I can afford a Ricky White here. I can certainly get away with a Ricky White. Tez Johnson, big this year's Troy Franklin vibes. Where I guess they literally played for the same team. Ricky White led the nation in punt blocks. He's gonna be active on game day. Okay. Well, I guess we're not gonna do a 4 tight end team because we just got down to the end. Yeah, he'll be a free agent. But what team is gonna sign him? And the whole world is our oyster here for late round tight end. Gunnar Helm, Ben Sinnott, Juwan Johnson, Elijah Royhill, Mason Taylor, Gadsden, Knox. Many options here for us with our final tight end pick. There we go. LaQuint Allen, 20th round. He is a good 20th round pick. If you're a Q's head out there, LaQuint Allen is a good 20th round pick by my estimation. Boys, we just cooked that draft in like 35 minutes. To recap, we have Baker Mayfield and Jalen McMillan. We have Justin Herbert and Ladd, Matthew Stafford and Whittington, Jahmyr Gibbs, Travion Henderson, Najee Harris, Ollie Gordon, Damian Martinez, Brashard Smith in the running back room, Ladd McConkey, Garrett Wilson, Rome Odunze, Tet McMillan, Jalen McMillan, Hollywood Brown, Jordan Whittington, Ricky White, Tucker Kraft, Zach Ertz. Arnold wants to get into best ball this offseason for the first time. I'll explain it to you like you're 5. You draft in a 12-man league, just like your league with your buddies. The computer sets your lineup for you every week based on the highest scoring player. The goal is for you to have the most points in your 12-man pod, weeks 1 through 15. Then after the end of the 15th week, at the end of the 14th week, starting in week 15, we are going to take Elijah Arroyo here. In week 15, your league, your individual 12-man league ends, and you get placed into a larger playoff week. In that larger playoff week, you want to score the most points in the group that you get placed in. Then you attempt to do the same thing in week 16. Then the final is in week 17. And in week 17, first place wins the most amount of money corresponding. For example, in this tournament, the big board, after you place the top 3 in your pod, then you are in a week 15 group where the first place out of 10 advances to the next round. Then in week 16, first place out of the next group advances to the final. It all whittles down to 558 entrants out of 223,000, with first place getting $250,000, second place getting $100,000, third getting $75,000, fourth getting $50,000, and fifth place getting $25,000, corresponding all the way down to 558th getting $750. All right, there we go. We're done. We're cooked. Boys, let's focus up. We really got through that one. We did that, guys, we did that in like 35 minutes. So now we are on to big board 20 of 150. Let's do it. Let's click the button. We are already to 20 of 150. Is this the overflow draft? Is this not? We are going to find out. How many names are we going to recognize in this room? Bitcoin, I recognize. Soups is in. Stephen Molitaris is in. Deep Vaporware's in. Yes, you, generally speaking, all these contests are a little bit different, Arnold. In this contest, for advancing out of your pod, you do get your $10 back. Hey man, I don't care if you snipe me, just draft quickly. That's all I care about. We are knocking as many of these out today as possible. All right, we'll draft quickly in the overflow, boys. Well, maybe I'll just do this in the Discord. I'll create a role inside the TakeCast Discord, and I will just I'll move it off the screen, and I will @ everyone when I'm about to hop in a new draft. I'll create a Peter does this. It'll be like a best ball, whatever, best ball. I don't know what I'll call it. I'll call it best ball sickos or whatever. And I will just add everyone in the Discord. If you are in the members only Discord, you will be able to add that role, and you won't hopefully get stuck in the overflow or the underflow, and you can get in the main streamed draft. Let's see if we can keep cooking. We are already through 2 drafts in 90 minutes, so that is very, very well paced by us. We're doing great things here. We are on the clock, and we get Ceedee Lamb after ADP. Not going to complain. Why did I get Ceedee Lamb after ADP? Oh, because Nico winner. Soups took Nico at the 1.6, and we got a Jefferson at 1.5. I'm not jealous, bro. I'm not jealous at all. Checking on my lights. I think I did a good job with them. Definitely could be better. Hopefully sometime this summer there will be a market improvement to the streaming setup. I'm gonna have a new background, like a new framing device for the show, and I need to get another bookshelf so that I can change the angle of my desk and have more depth behind me, so I can have that cool big YouTuber look that Peter and all those guys have. Jeanty goes at the turn, so ruins my ability to do the slappy start of Ceedee and Jeanty. This is probably going to be... I'm probably going to have to take Jonathan Taylor. Maybe I'll take London. Couldn't take AJ Brown. I did Bowers on the last one, so I'm not going to do Bowers on this one. All right. You guys aren't going to see this happen very often. Ceedee Lamb, Derrick Henry. Just another cousin from Twitch. How you guys doing over there on Twitch? How you guys doing at twitch.tv/Davis Mattek? We having a good time over there? We enjoying ourselves on Twitch? Let's see here. Let's change it to red. Is there a difference? Because like the red background, it's not as bright. Maybe orange. Is that better? The blue just looks the coolest. I don't know what it is. The blue is the best. I also need some Diet Coke. I do need some Diet Coke. Yeah, Ceedee Lamb could easily have the wide receiver 1 season. I completely agree. I also used to be a big Twitcher. I was a big Twitcher when I was working my old job. When I just had more time. Obviously, when you are streaming, you can't be listening to streaming while you work. That would be absurd. That would be a bit much. Too much information to take in. Ceedee and Henry, huh? Boomer Henry start. Many such cases. More and more all the time. All right, we did a Ceedee Henry start, so we are going to be a little behind the 8 ball at wide receiver. I guess it is just React content. Maybe I should change my flow. Well, isn't Twitch, bro? If you just subscribe to someone, it's free. All right, I always take Worthy. Oh, I was going to take DJ Moore. Actually, let's take McBride. That is a good start. Henry Lamb McBride is a crazy good start. Dude, Diet Coke is basically, if you think about it, it's basically just performance fuel. I mean, Diet Coke has magnesium and sodium in it. It's basically just like workout fuel. It's basically the same thing as drinking a hydration packet. You get the electrolytes. You're feeling good. Caffeine is neuroprotective. It's true. Yes, if you ever have a, wasn't that a good Wasn't that a good tweet, Bendels? I really enjoyed that. One of my favorites. I think running back starts are pretty thin. I think this team is honestly kind of already behind the 8 ball at wide receiver. I think last year was great evidence that even getting the greatest. Oh, come on, man. The tough part about taking Flowers is Lamar is always gone. I'm taking Rushy. I need some ceiling here. So the tough part about running back starts, Ryan, is, let's see. Bitcoin here has Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, and Bucky. He got good value on all of them. These are all good picks in a vacuum. His wide receiver 1 is about to be JMO, Rome, Waddle, Metcalf. I mean, just compare the projected points he's going to have at wide receiver in a given week. You just get so far behind. Wow. We have 4 triple wide receiver starts, running back. That's kind of good. You like to be in rooms where people have different, like when you get to the later rounds, you want to be having different positional needs than the people next to you. It's not fun being in a real piss boys draft, where everyone is doing the same thing. By the way, guys, right as I was about to start this stream, I just got a text from my electricity company. Planned outage, February 5th, 10 a.m., lasting 4 hours. They are repairing a utility pole. So I guess I'm going to stream tomorrow at like 6 a.m. I think what I'm going to do is wake up at my normal time, go out with my dog at the normal time, maybe walk her around. And I'm just going to stream really early. Going to stream big boards early. And if you guys normally watch it at lunch or whatever, you'll be able to watch it back. But because they also say 4 hours, not going to surprise me if it lasts like 6 hours. So they're really cutting into my business hours. I guess I could go to my in-laws or whatever, but then I don't want to bring my whole setup and shit over there. All right, Rashee Rice is our wide receiver 2. We are still behind at wide receiver, so this is a good Olave spot, and we got him. So we have Henry, Lamb, Rice, Olave, and McBride. Still, that early, the tight end pick, the tight end luxury pick is it's just as damaging, honestly, as the quarterback luxury pick, where I'm going to be pretty far behind the 8 ball at running back. Yes, I'm certainly concerned about both Rashee's suspension and his injury. I think you have to be concerned about Rashee's suspension and his injury. But if he opens on the IR, that does delay his suspension. They can't double dip. So, they could probably lie. Like, my guess would be is they can probably lie about his injury if it's close. So, let's say it's close. And they say, all right, yeah, week 1, he's good to go. But he's actually not good to go. Okay, come on. Don't do it, Johnny. He's going to do it. He's so taking Caleb Johnson here. If he does... fuck. All right, I just took Travion on the last one. Taking Luther Burden. Oh, that's annoying, Johnny. He said he was going to snipe me, too. Johnny literally did say in the chat, he said, watch out. Said, I'm in the 9 hole. I'm sniping all your picks, and he did. McMillan or Jennings as your wide receiver 4 does go pretty hard. Luther Burden as your wide receiver 4, I can't complain about that either. Did a draft with Bowers and McBride. Started St. Brown, Devonta, Ridley, Coleman. I'm a little worried about your running backs, bro. I'm a little worried about your running backs. We are still cooking in these, though. Benny I guess. Oh, sorry. I have Jennings ranked ahead of McMillan just barely, but they're right next to each other. I guess tomorrow I'm gonna go live at like 7 a.m. probably. I don't really see another way around it. That's just what I'm gonna have to do. Shout out Amarin for shutting my power off. But there's not going to be another way for me to stream, bro. So I guess on February 5th, I'll be streaming really live. I have no argument. Well, Brian Thomas shouldn't go ahead of Puka. And he probably shouldn't go ahead of Ceedee. I think Brian Thomas Jr. is being drafted right where he's supposed to go. Okay, there we go. Say the line, Bart. Davis Mattek is back. Fantasy football is back. Patrick Mahomes. 7th round. Bang. Bang. Tale as old as time. I couldn't help myself, dude. That's like a reasonable range for Mahomes. I would only have taken him if I have Rice or Worthy. That's the only time that I'm taking Mahomes. I'm not taking Mahomes outside of those. Yeah, and I'm not taking Goff where he's going. Jeez, 81 for Goff. Is it to the St. Brown team? I guess. I mean, he probably thought. So if you do the math, if you think through, so he has St. Brown and Laporta. He's dodging the JMO drafter. The JMO drafter doesn't have a quarterback and is going to pick twice before he gets... Oh, no. He should have waited to take him here. He should have waited to take him 88. All right. Give me Johnny. Okay. This is miserable. He's going to take Jalen Warren. No, he didn't. He took Sharps. All right, let's go. Derrick Henry, Jalen Warren. Never let him know your next move. Those are two diametrically opposed. That's a right wing slappy pick and a left wing slappy pick. We met in the middle. Perfectly balanced slappy. So we have Mahomes, Henry, Warren, Ceedee, Rashee Rice, Chris Olave, Luther Burden, and Trey McBride. It blows my mind that players who are clearly bad picks never fall very far. Well, there's two things. So there's two things that function there. The first is there's kind of always the chance of an auto drafter, someone not paying attention, someone full autoing, someone's maybe doing 5 teams at once. And then the other thing is every draft is going to have an ADP respecter. So like, let's just say, for example, I don't know who's high here. Stephon Diggs. So Stephon Diggs' ADP is 104. Let's say we get to the 128. I mean, I don't even even if you hated Stephon Diggs, you would just take him there. Basically. What are we doing time-wise? We're not cooking as fast in this one as we were, but we're still cooking. We were I think this is, well, I don't think Sharp takes over for Ken Walker. I think the taking Goff there is whatever, but I guess if you know you want Charbonnet there, then it doesn't matter as much, because if you positionally, I guess, because you already have Laporta, you didn't really give up much, frankly. Overflow is 2 full rounds, fine. I mean, guys, come on. If you're going to be in the overflow, you need to be practicing your quick clicking. All right, we are up. I need to move Marvin. I do need to move. Bang. Bang. Marvin Mims, and the crowd goes wild. I need to move Stephon Diggs down my rankings. Actually, just let me do that right now. I always say this, and then I always forget. Let me go to my Google Sheet, and I'm going to move Stephon Diggs down. So if you are a subscriber to patreon.com/DavisMattek, you are going to see Stephon Diggs get moved down in real time. When am I back up? Okay, I'm going to move Stephon Diggs down below Rashad Bateman. So that moves him to 115 overall. Insert row below. Done. Bang. Stephon Diggs has been moved. Gonna delete these cells. Done. All right, there you go. If you are a patreon.com/Davis Mattek subscriber, there you go. Rankings got updated. You got to see, you get to experience that. Mims, arrow up. Diggs, arrow way down. Way down. All right. Running back, I don't have hardly any DeAndre Swift, but let me tell you, I am about to burn a pick on Travis Kelce if Johnny doesn't take him. Yeah. Kelce and Mahomes, I mean, if Kelce doesn't retire, incredibly fair pick to take him here. 113 overall. Bro, are you pranking me right now? Tell me you're pranking me right now. If Diggs is a Chief, then he's just going to be DeAndre Hopkins. Marvin Mims was like the best wide receiver in the NFL last month of the season. Marvin Mims was 9th in the National Football League in yards per route run last year. Did you know that, bro? 9th in the NFL in yards per route run. You trying to fade Marvin Mims, bro? Why are you trying to hate on Marvin Mims? What did Marvin Mims ever do to you? Okay. Marvin Mims for the Denver Broncos, position of wide receiver. Marvin Mims had only ran 32% of the routes, but had 25% targets per route run. He had a better utilization. Well, let me do it to the weeks where he really started playing. So if you start in week 12, when he started running 43% of the routes, 29% targets per route run, he ran the most routes out of the backfield of any wide receiver in the NFL last year. Yes, exactly. Nicholas hit it. And obviously Marvin Mims is a bit of a slappy pick. I'm not saying Marvin Mims is 0% slappy. Mims is like, it's very similar to the Dontavian Wicks profile from last year, where it's a lot of limited production. Oh, come on, Steven. Come on, Steven. Don't do it. Oh, dude. Yes, Devin Neal. Welcome to the team, Devin. Oh, beautiful. You love to see it. How much money do you typically make from one YouTube video? Well, I can tell you. Let's just go. I'll go earn, watch page ads. In the last 7 days, the most money I made from a YouTube video was road to 250K. Fantasy football doesn't sleep. I made $38.34 from that video. So I would say between $15 and $40 is kind of the most likely range of outcomes for an average YouTube video. Could be better, could be worse. Memberships help, super chats help. I mean, those are really the, God dang it, I really need a DAC on this team. Most likely cup suitors, feels like the Commanders are probably number one. Who else really needs a wide receiver? Commanders are certainly number one, though. Titans, maybe. Patriots. Patriots feel also very likely. Yeah, Denver will certainly add some, and they'll probably add a Denver will add a tight end as well. You know, they don't really have a pass catching tight end. Why is Richardson the preferred option here? Probably wide receiver feels more important than a backup quarterback. I guess we're going to, well, shit. Wide receiver. Do I have a rookie wide receiver yet? I have one. All right, let's do Dubs. Yeah, I couldn't do Richardson there. I spent the luxury pick on Mahomes. Yeah, I would say this, Tyler, if you are looking to join the industry, YouTube is the hardest way to break into the industry, probably, because the algorithm is pretty unforgiving for newer and smaller accounts, and you just are not going to make any money doing it. Like, my channel has, how many subscribers do I have? 6,700, I think. Something like that. So I have 6,700 something subscribers. I've done 239 videos. I have some members, obviously not like a ton of members. And I make about between $1,500 and $2,000 a month off of YouTube. Certainly not enough to make a living, just alone. A lot of other ways to do it. You would need to be doing something else at the same time. Yeah, I really like Richardson and Mitchell as a second quarterback in a 3 QB stack, but I do it too often, and I don't want like 25% of my teams to have that is the issue. Okay, we got to run hot here. We got to run hot. No one. Yes, Justin Fields. Fields is the perfect quarterback too with Mahomes. Add in a bunch of ceiling weeks with your weekly floor Mahomes. Yeah, but certainly this is very likely going to be a Derek Carr, Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe, Russell Wilson bailout team, and also going to be a heavy rookie running back team. All right. So we have got Patrick Mahomes with Rashee Rice, Justin Fields, Derrick Henry, Jalen Warren, Devin Neal, CeeDee Lamb, Rashee Rice, Chris Olave, Luther Burden, Marvin Mims, Romeo Doubs, Trey McBride, and Travis Kelce. I would say this is probably you're much more likely to get a job in DFS if you know how to code, if you know how to be a computer programmer. These places are really winding down their written content is dead, so places don't want to pay people to do written content. All right, Dontavian Wicks. There we go. This could maybe be a 7 running back team. Yeah, I would say if you want a job in fantasy sports, the way to do it right now would be to do something. What's the right way to frame it? Would be to do something on like the production side. Like, you can help create the website. You can edit videos. Actually, Joe Holka did a great podcast appearance with Brian Hooper and Peter Overzet last week about what he's doing, where he is, where he goes kind of into like how you would go about doing like YouTube Shorts and TikTok and Instagram Reels. That's an easier way to break into the industry than to try and be a personality, where it's all referral codes or whatever. Well, Nicholas, you still have to pay taxes when you work for yourself. All right. I need a running back. Truthfully, I don't want to have huge bags of Braylon Allen. He is a good fit for this team, though. Clear running back to Breece Hall, although Isaiah Davis was a bit of a thorn in the side at the end of last year. Yeah, Whittington at 148. That is early. I guess I took him. Well, I didn't take him that early. Braylon Allen. Wow, exactly at ADP, Braylon Allen. 176.0. I took him at 176.0. Yeah, you like, I will still get oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. If I was telling someone who wanted to start from scratch, I want to work in fantasy sports, I would say do what Joe Holka and Sal Vetri do. I would say that is a much better use of your time, much higher chance of success than just like starting your own website or whatever. And you can do that sort of work while also keeping your full-time job. So again, increasing your rate of success. You do need to learn video editing. You'll need to learn graphic design. And if you don't have an eye for like aesthetics or whatever, it's tough, as I've learned, because I'm not particularly good at thumbnails. I don't explore short form because I don't really have any passion for it. I like doing this more. You know what? This is actually a good Harold Fannin team. This is a good Shedeur team too, actually. Let's do, and I don't have very much of Shedeur, and Shedeur's after ADP here. Bang, Shedeur. It's like easier said than done. And I only have, so many hours in the day. But also it's like I don't get as much enjoyment out of that. And also there's like a technical skill there that you wouldn't think about, of like getting people funneled to your sign-up codes and all that stuff. And I'm kind of able to scratch out a living right now doing this stuff. Obviously could be doing a lot better, could be doing worse, and I enjoy what I'm doing. I think there's quite a bit of PGA content. I don't think anywhere in fantasy sports or in DFS is underserved. Maybe baseball is a little bit underserved, but even that, there's plenty of stuff that exists. If you want to start in content, basically you're just going to have to work insanely hard. You're just going to have to work really hard, and you still might not succeed. Yep. You gotta add value somewhere. I guess that that's really the answer. You got to find a way to add value. If you can't add value, you're probably not going to make it. Who was talking to me? Goods was talking to me about Javonte. Here you go, Goods. Wherever you are, Javonte, better fit on this team. Need some veterans so that I can take a slappy rookie wide receiver. So I guess I would ask you, if you want to get into content, what value do you add? Well, are you good at accounting? Are you good at coding? Or maybe you're amazing at analysis. I don't, Tyler, I don't know you. Maybe you have like crazy good analysis. Maybe you know a lot about the NBA. Maybe you know a lot about Major League Baseball. Maybe you're good at math. Maybe you're really funny. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know you. But I would just ask you, like, why would someone watch you? Why would someone read you? Why would someone subscribe to your site? And you got to be honest in your answering there. And if you're honest in your answering, then you will find your answer. And I would follow from there. If I was leveraging, I would definitely do Mitchell. Spurious. I would, if I was leveraging against Henry, it would be Keaton Mitchell. I do need an editor, but my overhead does not allow it. You know, I'm making so little money from YouTube that I can't really afford to pay a video editor, which is fine. You know, that's the name of the game. All right. Need a tight end. Also need a quarterback. Derek Carr, baby. Derek Carr, Chris Olave. Simple process. Don't get me wrong, I would love to be doing more like video content, like the 5 running backs you need to draft, the 8 best wide receivers in Best Ball Mania, the news you missed, your idiot league mates don't know about these players. But to make those videos and have them, oh no. Did I take 4 quarterbacks? I forgot I took Shedeur. Ugh. Forgot I took Shedeur. That's what I get. That's what I get for telling you guys to all draft faster. That's what I get. 4 quarterbacks and only good one. There you go. There you go. I enjoy doing the Run the Sim stuff because I really like that tool. Your fellow best ball drafters are making these dumb mistakes. 4 quarterbacks. Yeah, god damn it. Oh, that's annoying. Because I kind of like this team. But McQuinn Allen. Yes, I can summarize the endgame video from last week. The endgame guys, Brian Hooper, Dan, Utica, Adam, they bought runthesims.com. So runthesims.com will now be, the Sims will be run by the best players in DFS, basically. Which feels like a pretty valuable tool for me. And by the way, runthesims.com is free for the Super Bowl. So if you do want to use Run the Sims, it is free for the Super Bowl. So you can sign up. And hey, no free sauce, Benjamin. Let's see, it's one of the very few rules we have on the channel. No free sauce. Gotta do a super chat if you want your team sauced. That's how she goes. I don't make the rules, but I do enforce them. If you have a Big 4 job set up, then I would say your time is better spent doing that. I do need a wide receiver. God, these wide receivers, this is brutal. You know what? What if Nick Nash is who you need? That is not my finest effort right there, boys. Final team. God damn it. I hate this. I took 4 quarterbacks on accident. Patrick Mahomes, Justin Fields, Shedeur Sanders, and Derek Carr. Ugh. Derrick Henry, Jalen Warren, Devin Neal, Braylon Allen, Javonte Williams, and LaQuint Allen. CeeDee Lamb, Rashee Rice, Chris Olave, Luther Burden, Marvin Mims, Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks, and Nick Nash, Trey McBride, and Travis Kelce. So I have a 4 quarterback team where I really only have 3, and a 2 tight end team where I really only have 1. Let's get into the 20s, boys. This is big board number 21. 30 seconds per pick. You will be entered in this draft, and $10 will be deducted from your balance. Bang. Let's do it. And remember, let's draft very quickly. I guess we got through that one pretty quick. We got through that one in about 40 minutes. So there we go. Big board, 21 of 150. We are drafting. Ooh, okay. We got O'Rourke. We got Bitcoin. We got goods. We got deep state. We got enough of you. I am going to go pee real quick. I'll be back before I make my pick. All right, remember, you don't got to draft good, but you do got to draft fast. The overflow is in round 15, plus everyone panic take quarterbacks early. One Chipotle burrito at a time. Wise words. No, you Peppertoni, you forgot the lore. I did completely remodel this basement. So I have a bathroom down here now. I do have a full bathroom and shower in my unfinished basement. Really good investment. Really good investment that I made to do that. GM Austin. All right. Are we drafting fast, guys? Are we drafting well, or are we drafting fast? Neighbors goes Jeanty and AJ Brown. It's a pretty common start, but I like it. Ashton Jeanty, gold star start. God, I love that guy. Love me some Ashton Jeanty. I don't have to pee in a Gatorade bottle, bro. My bathroom's right over there. And I also don't have a sump pump. Also. Oh, no. Not Diddy 3667. My man was not thinking. My wife just texted me and said that it sounds like I'm announcing bingo down here. Is that what I sound like? Do I sound like a bingo announcer when I'm reading off the names of the picks? I hope not. I don't really believe it either. A-Chain Henry. I mean, I'm taking Jeanty there at the turn every single time. If it were bingo, someone would be winning. I mean, I think we all know the winners are not coming from Davis Mattek stream rooms. I think we are all well aware the winners are not coming here. N23 gold star start. It's true. It's true. Ooh, BG Lakers 10. Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Worthy. That is a pretty hot fire start. Honestly, this is a wise thing that Raphael just said. Best ball is just bingo for football lovers. Yeah, pretty accurate. I'm going to start. I mean, Ashton Jeanty in the first. That's a bingo for a Davis Mattek stream. Xavier Worthy ahead of ADP. That's a bingo. You know, someone starts wide receiver. That's a bingo. You know, we all have our crosses to bear. Yeah, I just somehow have to avoid the Chiefs and somehow have to avoid taking 4 quarterbacks. Before I did YouTube, I worked for a sports betting television company called Sports Grid. I got let go in June. Wow, got a James Cook faller here, and I don't want Devonta here. All right, let's flip the board, JMO, because I probably should have just taken Jalen Hurts there. Yeah, we do. We need bingo cards. Blank is the Y. Blank is the X of Y's. Drafts a chief. Fucks up a pick where I think I got the pick in, but the pick is not in. Stares dead in the camera after I make a mistake, after I take a 4th quarterback or a 4th tight end or double bye week quarterbacks or something like that. Yeah, not great. Not great. Left wing slappy, right wing slappy. Is AJ Brown now right wing slappy? I wonder. Is AJ Brown now right wing slappy? It feels like the slappy community has kind of abandoned AJ Brown. Cromulent, yeah, Cromulent would be on the bingo card. I might get these made. That would be fun. I might if Mr. Zach Lanners is watching, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll make a bingo image and we'll tweet it out. Have you ever written down a draft that's like your optimal draft and try to actively go for it? I mean, last year I basically just drafted the same draft 500 times that I thought was optimal. And it wasn't very optimal. Turns out that if your base assumptions are wrong, then your perfect draft is not going to be very perfect. Okay. Well, I don't feel that bad for passing on Devonta because the Jalen Hurts guy went right at ADP. The thing that would have made me sick would have been if I passed on Devonta and Hurts got all the way back around. I agree, Pepper Tony. I am never gonna not be an AJ Brown guy. I honestly don't think we see a Noah Gray touchdown. I did wager this weekend. I was in Illinois this weekend. I did wager on Noah Gray to be the first touchdown scorer of the game, but it is much more, I think, a Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy game. You need speed against the Eagles. You're not going to beat them with heft. You're going to beat them with speed. Okay. Jalen Hurts is gone. I've got Goff set up. You know what? I'm just taking a lot of Chris Godwin. Let's take Sutton. And let's take Laporta. Get set up Goff. Got a live gauntlet team. Okay. The best longest touchdown wager you can make this week for that DraftKings promo is Nico Remigio. Because a punt return or a kick return would be the longest touchdown. Noah Gray or Pacheco in the optimal with Mahomes, Saquon, Worthy, Kelsey for you to ship the gauntlet. I'll be rooting for you. I have one team in the way too early that has 5 guys with not just Eagles. So I hope I win. I hope I win, and I hope the Chiefs win. Oh no. Certified ball knower caught me in 4K here. He got me. He got me making a horrendous mistake. Not great. You hate to see it. Yeah, Ladd going ahead of AJ Brown just never really made sense. It just really didn't. This is a very weird team for me. Jeanty, James Cook, who I never really take, AJ Brown, Jamo, who I don't take a ton, Sutton, who I never take, and Laporta. Could be worse. It is. That was a very good screen cap. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't feel very, very ball knowing. That is a good bit, Justin. Oh no. Why are we gonna fight over Goff, bro? Oh, because you have St. Brown. Well, if you're gonna take him, you gotta take him at 81, brother. I guess this team doesn't even really need Goff. Honestly, like the sidekick is not even gonna tell me to take Goff. I bet when I get up. You can just take the Chiefs D special teams as a whole. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I mean, honestly, I feel the Super Bowl really is just going to come down to how many. Tomorrow's title is going to be, why am I drafting it at 7 a.m. Central Time? Got to figure out if Liam is able to make it. Wonder if Liam. Okay, we're up. All right. I do have to take off because he's not coming back around to me, and I will be miserable. And then, let's take downs, dude. Yeah, stay woke. Because then I can set up another Anthony Richardson team. Ooh, I am also not into taking Shear. Yeah, more people. That's true. More people would bet the Chiefs defense than specific punt returner. Tomorrow's title will be Road to $250,000. How do I have 130 of these left? Mavs offering refunds for remaining home games to fans who cancel their season tickets. My God, man. This guy, Nico Harrison. I mean, I'm starting to believe the conspiracy theory that it was if you guys seen that conspiracy theory, where it's all about the Adelsons just want legalized sports gambling. I was pretty convinced by it. I mean, Richardson's seat is definitely hot. I'll say that. Richardson's seat is very, very hot. There are many permutations where Anthony Richardson loses his job. Go find the thread, Soups. I don't know where it's at right now. You got to go find it, but it's pretty convincing if you read it. Best start. I mean, I think the best start is Brian Thomas, Ashton, Jeanty, Xavier Worthy. No, they don't want online gambling. They want to be able to build a casino around American Airlines Arena. So they want to be able to build a huge casino where the American Airlines Arena, the place where they play, is at the center of the whole big casino. Yeah, I think I have Worthy ranked 5 spots ahead of Rice. But that is, I think, the best start. Brian Thomas, Jeanty, Worthy. Maybe Ceedee, Brock, Chase Brown is a pretty strong start. I was kind of hoping maybe Bo Nix fell all the way around. Puka A-Chain is a disgusting good start. They yeah, I'm sorry, bro. You're gonna have to go somewhere else for refereeing scandals. Where just if you search Luka Texas Ledge hashtag TXLEGE, you can find it. Saquon, Breece, and Garrett. It's a pretty good start. I don't love having Breece and Garrett together, obviously. All right. I don't think I want to take Njoku. That is who the caddy is giving me, but I don't love that. Wide receiver is pretty dead here, though. You know what? Let's do it. Njoku. Is there not a quarterback I'm missing, really? We'll do ETN. Ridley, pick 89. Well, no, Worthy is definitely better than Rice. Worthy is faster, creates better separation. I think Worthy is better than Rice. Rice is the better route runner, but we also saw Worthy get way better. Worthy got better over the course of the year. If you're a dependent, your parents are fucked, is the answer. Your parents have to pay for your bullshit as a dependent. I think JJ McCarthy is quite good. I am of the opinion that it is unlikely that JJ McCarthy is significantly worse than Sam Darnold. I mean, most likely thing is Rodgers, probably followed by Tyrod Taylor, Jackson Dart. I can't get past the Jackson Dart. Just makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, I certainly think this could be true. The community could certainly be too low on Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison's a very good player and has produced touchdowns over expectation both years of his career. We are going to be light on wide receivers on this team. Good thing we got AJ Brown. This is I think this is probably going to be yes. Yeah. I have made money off the Gambly picks. The Gambly picks are good because they pull from the unabated stuff. So they're for Underdog, they're basically just arbing you against the market. So the Gambly, all you're doing with Gambly is you're basically arbing. You're just getting the best price on things. And if you do that enough, you are going to be a long-term winner. I think most likely the Super Bowl is going to be a one-score game. Yeah, that would be my prediction. Is there any chance I get Richardson to come around to me? Richardson, 143. No chance he comes back around to 156, huh? All right. Richardson. We need a wide receiver. I took dubs last time. There's not a Lion. There's not a Colt. Let's take a rookie. Let's take Isaiah Bond. I mean, you just got to shoot it to her straight, bro. There's not a worse investment you can make in this world than buying a new car. Buying a new car. I mean, making a car payment. You buy a car, you drive it off the lot. Congrats. You just evaporated $20,000. I drove the same car from the time I was 20 until the time I was 31 years old. And the only reason I stopped driving it is a lady sideswiped me, and insurance gave me like $1,500 for this car. I bought my wife a new car, and I took her old car. But spend your money on more useful things. I don't know. If you really like cars, whatever, go with God. But not for me. Not a big car guy. Not a big luxury purchaser guy. Yeah, people are basically it's like all cars are bad investments. Used car bad too. Get a car, keep it on the road, drive it till it dies. I would have kept driving. Exactly. I would rather punt 20K in a low ROI game. I agree. Yeah, exactly. I would rather donate all my money to underdogfantasy.com, which you can get a first-time deposit bonus match in Underdog with promo code Davis. The thing is, though, is everyone knows they got me by the balls because I said I would do. How many likes do we have right now? Let's look. We have 190 people watching. We have 73 likes. If we get to 100 likes, 100 likes, I'll do another draft. All right, Dontavian Wicks. We really need a running back. There are no good running backs available. I don't like any of these guys. Truly don't like any of these guys at all. God, these are brutal. You know what? This team needs Austin Eckler. Bang. Well, I wouldn't even say that, but just don't luxury goods are a psyop. Luxury goods are capitalism playing a trick on you. You don't need a nice, if you like the things, then do whatever you want. But if you don't even care or feel a certain way about watches or about cars or nice clothes, who cares, man? Like, I like certain things of clothes and like vintage stuff, but I don't like to spend money on it. Yeah. Lululemon, I mean, nice clothes that make you feel good. Do that. I like Lululemon like shorts and stuff, but I also work out every day. And so I like to like invest in things that make you happy. But like, how happy is a new car gonna make you, you know? True. Yeah, the Texas Ledge thing is cool. Lulu, it's true. It's true. If you rip your Lululemon sweatshirt or whatever, you can take it in and get it fixed. Biggest fades? Oh, who am I fading right now? I guess I'm fading Joe Mixon. Kind of fading Chase Brown. Kind of fading Christian McCaffrey. I was fading Lad McConkey. I guess I don't have to anymore because he got cheaper. My gym routine right now is push-pull legs. I kind of prefer a bro split where you do, arms, shoulders, hamstrings, quads, chest, back, sometimes back and shoulders together. This season's Mount Rushmore Dusty Vets. That's a good question. Does DK Metcalf count? Adams. There are a lot. I mean, Michael Pittman Jr. Yeah, guys, come on. 100 likes or I'm not doing another draft. 100 likes or I'm logging out. So you better hit the gosh darn like button. Push-pull legs is like I think push-pull legs is probably the best, most effective split. You're just going to get, you're also going to burn like a good amount of calories because the volume is so big. Like when I'm done with a push or pull day, I'm going to be cooked, you know? All right, Wicks went. Need another running back. All right, Kendre, sure. Let's take Jack Beck. Crane said it's not pronounced Beck. It's pronounced something else. Gotta hit legs, bro. If you're not hitting legs, you're missing out. Besh. Jake Besh. I do like him. I do need to move him up in my rankings a little bit. He was so good his final season at TCU after really, I mean, he basically was a tight end kind of at LSU, but man, he was really, really good. 10 for 131-2 against Kansas, 5 for 98-2 against Baylor, 9 for 201 against Central Florida, 8 for 166-2 against SMU. Man, I literally, this is funny you mentioned this, Brian. I was having just not being able to sleep last night. And I was literally thinking what would I have to do to get Chipotle and Diet Coke to sponsor me? Who do I need to reach out to? Who do I need to email? Who do I need to contact? How do I make it happen? I really want it to happen so much. Well, so on Addison, I mean, I feel like that can't possibly be true because Justin Jefferson had to be very close to the lead in air yards in the entire league. Where's the advanced receiving tab? Where can I get air yards? Where do I find air yards? Maybe I can't even find them on ProFootballReference.com. Maybe they don't even have it. Average intent is probably on Next Gen Stats. I just don't want to pull up Fantasy Life right now. It's true. If I got both Diet Coke and Chipotle to sponsor me, I would sleep like a baby every night, and I would also feel so I have Firefox up and I'm not logged into all my sites on Firefox, so I can't find everything as quickly as I want to. So I have to log in on a different screen, and I can't share my screen as easy as I want. All right, NFL season stats, air yards, minimum 300 routes. Let's look at the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, 38% of the team's air yards for Justin Jefferson, 38% to 31%. My thoughts on seed oils. Oh my God. You're literally living my dream, dude. All right, we got Rashard Smith. This is definitely a Jackson Dart team. Bada bing, bada boom. We are still. I do. I need this. I need this. Yeah. Well, Josh and Hayden, are in a different caliber of YouTube than me. They live a different existence. My thoughts on seed oils. Basically, I don't have them in my home. Olive oil, avocado oil only here. But it's not like I'm such a, like, of course Chipotle uses seed oils. Like, I eat seed oils. I just don't cook with them. Go-to Chipotle order: double brisket, double steak, or double al pastor chicken, depending on what they have. Rice, pinto beans, lettuce, fajita veggies, sour cream, hot salsa, corn salsa. So good. Yeah, I do enjoy cooking, Nicholas. The issue is I work every day until about 4:30 or 5 p.m. Central Time. And I get done. My wife, normally her day is done earlier than mine. She comes home from working out around 4. So she normally is just like in the kitchen, whatever, with the dog. So she normally does the cooking just out of ease, not having to wait to eat. But I do like to cook. Cook a lot. I cook a big meal on Saturday when I get home from the gym normally. Wow. That is what it looks like to win Chipotle for life. Damn, bro. Sickening. Why are we hating? We can't be hating on Chipotle around here, boys. All right, for the audio listeners, Jared Goff, Anthony Richardson, and Jackson Dart in the quarterback room. Ashton, Jeanty, James Cook, Travis Etienne, Austin Eckler, Kendre Miller, Brashard Smith, running back room. A.J. Brown, Jameson Williams, Cortland Sutton, Josh Downs, Isaiah Bond, Dontavian Wicks, and Jack Besh, wide receiver room. Sam Laporta and David Njoku at tight end. Pretty good. The big board, people are saying this, the big board winner should get $250K plus Chipotle for life. I couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. Super Bowl menu. I'm probably going to the Underdog party. So whatever they have cooking there is probably what I'm gonna have. All right, we need an adult in the room. We're about to take Elijah Moore. Mikal Bridges eats Chipotle every day. Well, he knows ball. You know, he's just locked in. All right, confirming I only have 2 tight ends before I take a third. I'm going to take Elijah Moore. This might even be a 9 wide receiver team, frankly. But I'm going to take Elijah Moore first. And then... All right, someone wanted me to take Gadsden earlier. So we're going to do it. Elijah Moore. And we're going to do Aronde Gadsden. $4,927. Money well spent. All right. Goff with JMO and Laporta. Anthony Richardson with Josh Downs. Jackson Dart with maybe no one. Jeanty, Cook, Etienne, Eckler, Kendre Miller, Brashard Smith, A.J. Brown, JMO, Sutton, Downs, Bond, Wicks, Besh, Elijah Moore. Tight end room of Sam Laporta, David Njoku, and Aronde Gadsden. I'm not doing this. Maybe it's a mistake, but I am not loading up on Noah Gray. If you won a UD event and they offer to turn winnings into Chipotle for life, what number are you saying yes to before you have to take the money? I don't know. No free sauces, Kirk. You got to be a member or you got to do a super chat. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. All right, here we go. We are entering in to another draft. Bro, Donovan Edwards is on the fucking cover of NCAA 25. Historical anomalies. was telling me in Discord that Donovan Edwards is basically the best pass-catching wide receiver he's ever seen in his life. And people at the Senior Bowl were saying the same thing about Donovan Edwards. And if he's really that good at catching passes, then I probably want to have some of them. People, they're coming for the free EV, Neil. They are coming in to get the expected value for free. Oh no. Shaft 1971 is back. He's back, guys. The quarterback auto drafting nightmare is back. Yeah, Brian, Dan, everyone over at runthesims.com. If only there was a place you could go and import your drafts and get a grade and a GIF explaining how you did. If only there was someone who had that brilliant $1 million idea. You know, it's hard to say. Where would you find that guy? I do play video games. I don't really have time these days to play video games. I wish I did. But gotta draft big boards, bro. Gotta work. Gotta learn about all these prospects. Oh, revoking his Donovan Edwards fan club membership. Okay. All right. Chaz Michaels gets the bit. He's drafting very fast. I told myself that I was going to start playing video games on Twitch, but that was before I committed to doing 150 big boards on stream. So that might have been a little bit optimistic. All right, we're going to get Puka or Ceedee. Can't complain about these starts, honestly. Probably need to get more Ceedee with Dak. Oh, no. Bean Me 23, he did not get the memo. He did not get the fast drafting memo. And Shaft's not going to get the fast drafting memo either. So we're going to be sitting here all day. You hate to see it. Hate to see it. All right, we are going to get Ceedee. Ceedee start. And we'll see how many people are auto drafting. Well, I used to be able to do drafts, obviously, while playing, you know, doing BRs or whatever. But the thing is my brain gets so cooked from working all day. Yeah, historical anomalies. Why are we out? You got to tell me, why are we out on Donovan Edwards? Why did you revoke your fan club comment? Because I've been taking him, so you got to tell me. I mean, I really like to play poker. I don't consider myself very good at it, but I do really like to play poker. Always enjoyable to do. But also, I mean, I can't play online, and I don't like to leave my house, so I don't go to the casino that often. Although I did just go to the casino this weekend in Chicago and played some blackjack, played some roulette, and first spin at the roulette table, I hit my number. Little 35-1. God, is that a good feeling? You're sitting down to play roulette. You're just vibing. And you hit your number the very first time. How good does that feel? It's the absolute best. Favorite poker starting hand besides aces? Jacks is my least favorite. Favorite hand that I'm like more likely to play. Queen Jack suited. I play pretty aggressively. Maybe like eights. I do love a mid pair, like sixes through tens. I love to play very aggressively. All right. Bang. AJ Brown. Look at that start. Ceedee, AJ Brown. Did people forget that AJ Brown is a grown man? True. It's like advancing a 1 in 38 pod. It's a great feeling. Ceedee Lamb is an alpha. Ceedee Lamb is an alpha, and people, they forgot. I'm not that confident in my abilities. God damn it. The auto drafter, his auto drafting. Ooh, name dropped me in an application. Well, man, I will do what I can do for you. Ooh, casino playing roulette, threw $50 on a number on my way to dinner and spiked it. God, just truly a great feeling, man. People are saying gambling gives you a big rise in dopamine. So it's a great feeling. All right, boys, we got through what, 5 drafts today? I think I'm gonna keep up this trying to speed draft with everyone thing. So we're getting through them. I thought I was gonna be done at like 25 at the end of the week. So we are getting well ahead. Run blocking for dummies. I need it. Did he mistime that? Or is AJ Brown just a grown-ass man? Zach, Mr. Lanners, if you're still here, I do need one thing from you. On the overlay that we have for my draft, where it says endgame unabated Rotogrinder sidekick, I need Rotogrinders replaced with the Run the Sims logo, if that's doable. We are officially partnered here on the channel with Run the Sims. That is the official NFL DFS tool of the channel, and I think tomorrow we are going to draft at 7 a.m. That is the plan right now. The plan right now is to draft at 7 a.m. Central Time. Might be a little bit later. I gotta talk to Liam and see what he wants to do. You guys will know when I post it. I will post I'll post the thumbnail and the starting time as always. Early bird gets the ADP. So my wife is taking a trip with her friends sometime this summer. Oh, come on. Bean me. Do the right thing here, brother. Do the right thing. We're going to go full slappy for the start. He's going to take, I guess he'll take Chase Brown by ADP. You know what? I have got very little DJ Moore. I'm actually going to take him over Worthy. I went against type there, and I took DJ Moore over Worthy because I just feel light on DJ Moore thus far. This is big board number 22 of 150. Okay, the 24-hour stream. My wife is going on a trip with her friends in like May, I think, maybe. So I think we'll do maybe not 24-hour, maybe like a 16-hour stream or something then. I'll have to figure out something with my dog. Maybe, I could probably bring her kennel down here and she can hang out with me, but I'll obviously have to take breaks to like take her outside and walk her. So maybe not 16 hours, maybe like 12 hours or something. Just wouldn't be, that would suck for my dog to have to sit inside and have a terrible day because because I was drafting best ball teams all day. Especially because it'll probably be nice out in May. I was more thinking, instead of having guests to cover for me, I was more thinking have someone come over and come walk my dog Neil, I don't want a guest talking on my channel, brother. I was more thinking maybe my sister-in-law would come over and walk my dog, perhaps. The lights do feel good. I'm in like 25 slow drafts right now, but not trying to go in slow draft hell this early. Could just stream the dog walks. I guess you can stream on your phone, right? I can pull StreamYard up on my phone, so maybe I will do that. Could hire someone. Yeah, and then I'd have to pay someone to come on, Neil. I'm not trying to do any of that. I think Cup ends up as a commander or a patriot. That seems most likely to me. All right. Well, I guess we're taking another freaking slappy wide receiver. Is Jalen Hurts is off the board. All right, let's set up the Bears double. Let's take Rome Odunze. Here we go. Full 0 running back start. My best ball development assignment to get better is number one thing is to try and have a better Jacquard tree than I did last year. I feel fine about going super hard on the guys that I went hard on, but I want to have different textures of teams than I had last year. I don't want my teams to all basically have the same layering, if that makes sense. So like I don't want all my like 4 wide receiver teams to have the same running backs, and I don't want all my hyper fragile teams to have the same wide receivers, and I don't want every Ceedee Lamb team I have Dak Prescott, and I don't want every Lad McConkey team I have to have Justin Herbert, or I don't want every Rome Odunze team I have to have Ceedee Lamb on it. So basically, keep the exposures of the players similar while at the same time having different textures of teams. That is what I'm after. It wasn't going to last long, boys. The concept of the fast drafting, it's over now. We are back to people draining the entirety of the clock. My guy here selected Tet quickly. Okay. All right. He's Chase. That's a good team. Chase, Higgins, Brees, Tet, and Burrow. That is it's a hashtag fun team. Yes, historical anomalies. We still want to know why you are out of the Donovan Edwards business, because I basically just been taking him because you told me in Discord that he was good at catching passes. So I need to know why you're out on him. Man, we're gonna have some. I'm gonna be boomering it up with running backs on this team. They're gonna be some old men in this running back room. There's one old man that I think fits this team best, and I'm wondering if we're even gonna be able to get him. I need. Well, the little puppy or the little board is going to fill pretty quickly, so there's definitely going to be another one. All right, come on, Bean Me 23. Get your auto draft out of the way. Let me take Alvin Kamara, running back for the New Orleans Saints. Got the contract extension. Man, 231 points last year, and he just, dude, so many receptions. Come on. I do hate these auto drafters. They really bum me out. All right. Alvin Kamara, welcome to the team. This is a very 2022 team. Alvin Kamara, Ceedee Lamb, AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze. 29 is basically 100 in running back years. He did. He pump and dumped me on Donovan Edwards. He did. He looked me in the face and he said, "Got your ass, bro." Oh, you were drafting Donovan Edwards? I think he's a UDFA. Because Rudman told us why they do this, and it's because it's quote unquote a bad user experience. Favorite chicken spot? I don't know. I'll eat chicken from anywhere. You give me some chicken fingers, I'm smashing it. God, I'm really hungry right now. All I've had today, 3 eggs, 2 pieces of turkey bacon, and a protein bar. All right. I am probably confusing you with someone else. I think I am confusing you with someone else. My bad. I will have to go back and search the Discord annals. So it was not Historical Anomalies who was telling me that Donovan Edwards is the best pass catching running back he's ever seen. Show yourself in the Discord if you were the drafter. Okay. What do I need to do next? Well, I wanted Amari and Hampton is what I wanted. Turkey bacon is yes. It was Paul. It was Paul Bergeron. PSX 120X. That is who it was. All right, I will take well, I was going to take Caleb Johnson. You know what? Team needs some juice. Taking Travion Anderson. Can't double up on olds. So it's CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Alvin Kamara, and Travion Henderson. Turkey bacon is not good as hell, but it's about 2x as macro friendly as regular bacon. So 1 slice of regular bacon has about 6 grams of 6 grams of protein and 4 or 5 grams of fat. Turkey bacon has 1 gram of fat to 8 grams of protein. So it's more than twice as good. It's like 3 times as macro friendly. But I eat 0% Greek yogurt every day, Bindles. Literally every day, I eat 0% Greek yogurt. Turkey bacon is not bad, though. It's not, I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing in the world, but it certainly is not bad. Particularly with eggs. Yes, you need good, healthy fats. But if you are trying to get a certain physique, fats are the most energy dense in terms of ratio, volume, or yeah. So per, like, literally the space inside of your stomach, fats contain the greatest amount of energy per, I don't even know what you would call it, like per cubic inch. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know the right way to explain it. But basically, if you eat a high fat diet, that's fine. But it is very hard to, I mean, this certainly is just not true. Maybe if you don't train a lot, but if you train, I lift weights for 60 minutes and I do cardio for 45 minutes in the morning. And if I come home and I just eat whatever I want and I eat a high fat meal, I can have 1,000 calories very, very easily, which is not what I am trying to do. I am trying to lose weight, I need to be in like the 1900 to 2100 calorie range, and I can't fit that many fats effectively in that range. I can actually tell you my exact distribution. Right now, I'm like 174, 176, kind of depending. So like legitimately overweight for my frame. Part of that is Jalen Warren, Alvin Kamara, Travion Henderson. Travion Henderson and Jalen Warren have to be drafted together a ton. So my macro targets are 180 grams of protein, 76 grams of fat, 226 grams of carbohydrates. Now, obviously, most days I go over on the fats and under on the carbohydrates. I'm like I don't allow myself to be measured. I'm like 5'5". I'm very, very short. Very short, man. I don't carry a ton of fat in my face, but you can see it. I've got a nice little. I have plenty of what are they called? What are the ladies called? Buccal fat, buccal, Buccal. Certainly not skinny. What are the odds I'm going to be able to push Caleb around to this next pick? 102. I pick at 103. I'm going to try and push it. Summer shredding. I mean, I just feel better when I'm a little bit closer to like 160, 165. Yeah, I'm going to take Matthew Golden and try and push it. So we've got Ceedee Lamb, AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, and Matthew Golden, Alvin Kamara, Travion Henderson, and Jalen Warren. Yeah, I probably should have just taken him. I guess who behind me is likely to take him? I guess the guy who could take him is if someone takes Keenan here. Someone takes Keenan and doubles up. Yeah, fats are good. You need fats. I mean, your body quite literally needs it. If you don't have enough, good fats, your body, you're going to feel terrible. But if you are trying to cut, you can't be, well, yeah, I mean, like anything, it's calories in, calories out, but it's just about feeling full. I can eat like 5. This is a really good bit. Pretty Ricky must have been upset he didn't get Ayuk. You can eat whatever you want and lose weight, but it's about how do you it's like how do you feel in your head? And if I eat super high fats, and I eat till I'm full and I eat till I feel good, I'm just gonna be way over my calorie limits on a given day. Like swapping out pig bacon for turkey bacon saves you like 200 calories in a day. Not that I do have pig bacon too, like regular high fat bacon. Yeah, no one is disagreeing with this. I promise I know more than you. No one is disagreeing with you. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Neil, do you turn monetization on your channel yet, Neil? I bet you didn't. Cutting from 200 to 180. What's your cardio like to do that? Diet Coke is honestly for me, Diet Coke, great way to feel satiated. If I have Diet Coke with dinner, I'm not going to feel the need to like slam a Reese's peanut butter cup afterward or whatever. Well, Tyler Warren to the Colts is only horrible if you think that it's Tyler Warren to the Colts is only horrible if you think that he can't out-earn targets over Pittman Jr.? Come on, dude. Come on, Bean Me. Come on. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Come on. Come on. This is a miserable sweat being behind the auto drafter. Well, you can know all you want and still be fat, bro. Oh, no. JT thought this was a safe space, and he went full snowflake, bro. Don't come in here if you think you're gonna. If it's not gonna be a safe space for you if you think you know more than me, bro. Sorry, man. Just like a woke lib to cry and leave. Am I right, guys? Classic JT. See you, buddy. There you go. You got your badge. Got Caleb. The Colts definitely want a tight end. WFN. The Colts certainly want a tight end. They were rumored to be one of the big Bowers teams last year. I think they want a tight end. Ooh. Wow. Entered a unique into FFPC. Just need like 30 from where. Well, I think one of the most crazy things. We get tight end 6. Oh, that's really good. He did say it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If you're gonna leave, you gotta call me fat and peace out. Could you get a dustier running back room than Najee Harris and Alvin Kamara? I don't think that you could, but that's what the sidekick wants me to do. This is a fucking amazing running back room. Lamb, AJ Brown, Moore, Rome. You know what? Okay, whatever. Najee, fine. I did not like that pick. I probably should have just taken one of the tight ends there. I don't like being fat. His base point was right that Americans don't understand, like, healthy fats are good for you, but he just wasn't listening. And I can lead a fish. I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make him drink. And he didn't want to learn. And if he doesn't learn, what can you do? $80 grams of fat in a meal is a lot. That's a lot. Well, he did at least have to subscribe because the chat is set up to be subscribers only. The question is, did he unsubscribe on his way out? Ooh. What probability would you put on the hashtag Texas Ledge theory being true? I mean, it's probably pretty low. I think probably the most likely thing is just that Nico Harrison and Anthony Davis have a relationship. Yeah, it's I would say very low. I would say it's very low, but it is. The thing is we're all just so stunned by it because it was such a bad trade. The reason why explain, like, basically the Texas Ledge theory is that the Adelsons want to turn American Airlines into a casino. They're not able to do it. They want the team to be bad so that the NBA doesn't block them leaving to go to Vegas. That's basically the explain like I'm 5. The people that own the Mavericks are going to threaten to move them to Vegas. And if the team is bad, no one's going to care if they move to Vegas, but you can't move a good team with Luka Doncic to Las Vegas. That's the thought. But the simplest explanation is just that Nico Harrison is bad at his job, and he was tired of dealing with Luka Doncic, Like he just doesn't like. Basically, the guy who runs the team does not like Luka. Yeah, Occam's razor is that Nico Harrison's just bad at his job. Doesn't process things well, doesn't understand basketball. Damn it. I was going to take Tucker Kraft, and now the auto drafter is going to take him. That is annoying. What is Bean Me 53 cooking? Mikal Bridges went for 5 firsts. Like if Mikal Bridges goes for 5 firsts, I bet you can get 3 firsts for Luka Doncic. Probably some unprotected ones too. All right, he takes Kraft. I'm taking Dak Prescott. So we have Dak and Ceedee. We have the Bears double. Yes, this is the final year of Jacoby Myers' contract with the Raiders. Yes, same guy. Same guy. So the guy who messed up the Steph Curry Nike deal, the guy who led Steph Curry to Under Armour, is the same guy who is the general manager of the Dallas Mavericks. True story. Anthony Davis is a very good player, but he is 32 years old. Luka Doncic is 25. Luka Doncic has made first-team All-NBA 5 times. Luka Doncic made the NBA Finals last year. Anthony Davis has only made the NBA Finals once, and he only did that when his teammate was LeBron James. All right, Jake Ferguson, we're doing it. I believe the guy who took away his beer was Michael Finley, who is the assistant general manager. But yeah, Anthony Davis is a very good player. But Anthony Davis is probably, I don't know, what is he? 70% as valuable as Luka, 80% as valuable as Luka. But he's older, right? So Anthony Davis is like, what is he? 3 years away from no longer being a star, maybe 2 years away from no longer being a star. The other thing is that Anthony Davis is known as this great defensive player, but the Los Angeles Lakers are not even a great defensive team with him on the court. So that is the other thing, is if you're a great defensive player, you would theoretically want your defense to be the best in the NBA. And that's just not what the Los Angeles Lakers defense has been. The Los Angeles Lakers this year in defensive rating, and Anthony Davis has been healthy this year, they are 20th in the NBA in defensive rating. Last season, the Lakers were 18th in defensive rating. In 2022-2023, they were, let me pull it up, they were 11th in defensive rating. So, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I do not buy that the Lakers aren't good because LeBron doesn't play defense. Maybe you buy it, but then what is Kyrie going to play defense? Are you playing Anthony Davis at center? Are you playing Anthony Davis at power forward? Because if you play Anthony Davis at power forward, you're going to have a really good defense because you have Lively and Gafford. But Anthony Davis has repeatedly said, I don't want to play power forward, or I don't want to play center. I want to play power forward. Then your offense is much worse. If Luka is Ashton Jeanty, who is Derrick Henry, right? Luka's Ashton Jeanty, and Anthony Davis is Derrick Henry. Still a great player. Still a difference maker, but just not quite as good. And there ain't nothing wrong with being the 11th or 14th best player in the NBA. Well, that is not true. There are a ton of high level. Kyle Pitts would actually be a good pick here. Wow. All right. I'll take Kyle Pitts with Jake Ferguson. Yeah, I mean, this just shows you don't watch the NBA, which is fine. Not everyone watches the NBA. That's okay. the Lakers defense is going to be very bad now. Yeah, you're definitely right. The Lakers defense. Well, I think he made a good move with the Kyrie trade, obviously, but the Clay signing, not great. I like what they were doing with it though. I agree. This range of tight end is interesting. If you watch the NBA, then why are you saying that no one plays? I guess you just don't watch the right teams. I don't know. Maybe you watch the Brooklyn Nets every night. The Mavericks are definitely going to be decent. The Mavericks are definitely going to be decent this season and probably next. Well, very simple. The totals are high because the shot distribution is at the most efficient that it's ever been. And if you take more efficient shots, you are going to score more often. There's nothing that you can do. Who do we take here? That's a good Jaden Higgins team. Yeah, you're wrong, Matt. That's okay, man. That is all right. Not everyone gets to be right about everything. But yes, the Mavericks are still going to be good, for sure. And the Mavericks are particularly still going to be good if they play Anthony Davis at power forward. If they play Anthony Davis at power forward and they do so like Kyrie, what is their best permutation with Lively, Anthony Davis, and Kyrie? Of course they should have shopped Luka. Now maybe you can say you don't get any better than Anthony Davis back. I would agree that if you shop him around, the one thing I keep coming back to is if you call Oklahoma City and you say we want Jalen Williams for Luka, can you get Jalen Williams and 3 firsts? I think you can get Jalen Williams and 3 firsts. I think Jalen Williams is about as good as Anthony Davis. He's probably 15% worse. Didn't know we were going to talk Luka trade, but here we are. Here we are talking Doncic. Let's recap the team here real quick. Caleb Williams double, Dak double, Alvin Kamara, Travion Henderson, Jalen Warren, and Najee Harris, CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Matthew Golden, Jaden Higgins, Jake Ferguson, Kyle Pitts. Hey, I'm not mad, bro. We're chilling. We're chilling. Jaren Jackson Jr. is an unbelievable defender, and he's kind of figured out the foul trouble thing too. Jaren Jackson Jr., very good player. I mean, Oklahoma City, relative to league average, has like the best defensive rating in the last 15 years. Like, that's a team that is good through their defense. I'm not going to take Roshan. I'm not going to add Roshan onto here. I am not going to. I'm not going to rip another one. My dog's been in her kennel for a long time. I need to go and let her out. Yeah, I'm not taking Roshan. I don't want to double up. But if you read, I am going to be live very early tomorrow morning. Who do we want here? Maybe we go another quarterback. I am kind of lost here. I haven't taken Harold Fannin Jr. all day. Sure. Harold Fannin Jr. Jake Ferguson, Kyle Pitts, Harold Fannin Jr. Wow. The mom of Jake Ferguson. 6 degrees of separation. Thank you. McShay just dropped an updated top 100 prospects, and LaQuint Allen is 70 overall. There you go. Yes, I have a 7-month-old golden retriever. She is a fucking terrorist, Joey. She has not proven that she cannot be in her kennel. When she proves it, I will be happy to leave her outside of her kennel. But if I left her outside of her kennel, I would come upstairs to... Something would be fucked up. She would have gotten my shoes out. She would have... She also just like destroys her toys. I don't want her choking on an ear of a rabbit toy or something. I don't know if the wide receiver class has grown on me. No, Dyson Daniels is a fake good defender. He just generates a lot of stocks. Yeah, he gets cooked. He gambles. It's the Russell Westbrook thing. He's yes, but you understand that guys being good offensively doesn't mean that guys are not playing defense. She is a terrorist, bro. And I love her. She's a great dog, but she is not at unsupervised upstairs for hours at a time. Yes. Yeah. Yep. He's a bad GM because he got 1 first-round pick for an all-NBA player. I miss Tony Allen too. Yep. If you leave a golden retriever puppy alone, she is going to do something you do not want her to do. Sam Darnold still on the board. I guess we need 2 more running backs, so let's do Rashard. You know, the thing is the play-in has been cool. Historical anomalies. The play-in has been cool. And the NBA, the Heat made the NBA Finals from the play-in, man. I understand. People don't like the NBA. It's not as cool. Everyone likes the NFL. No one plays any defense, yada, yada. I like the NBA. So I am not nobody, a dog. I bet those rocks taste good. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Joey. I would love to leave my dog out of her kennel. Like my old dogs, I guess my OG dog, she died a couple weeks ago. She hadn't been in a kennel in, I don't know, 7 years or whatever, because she had earned the right. But new puppy, she has not earned the right, and in fact has pretty consistently proven she is not ready. Darnold and Jeanty to Las Vegas. I can see it. Yeah, can't you say that about any sport though? Guys in the NFL have been in trouble for gambling. Oh yeah. Well, wouldn't you? I mean, it's crazy. Soccer players sit out for load management all the time. No one cares though. Just all the things that you want to complain about exist in every sport. If the NBA only played once a week, guys would not sit out for load management, you know? But because they play too many games. I wonder, Stefan, I wonder if Eckler is one of the big risers. I wonder if he's very high in the ETR rankings. I'd be interested to find that out. Derek Carr, he's just always there, man. You can just get him whenever you want. Yeah. Basketball is just very taxing. You just gotta, it's a crazy sport. The amount of distance and speed and cutting that is required is nuts. Ooh, RJ Harvey will be the best running back taken in this class. He's not going to be better than Jeanty. But I like RJ Harvey. He was a very good player at Central. There you go. ETR and leg up much higher. I'm not going to have any time to do oh, no, I did 20 buzzer beaters this morning. What's the player news? I wonder if I ran hot. I did 20 buzzer beaters on the treadmill this morning. Let's check Underdog NBA. What's the news? I have not. I literally don't know that. I would suggest to not do that if the draft caddy is suggesting you to take Jackson Dart in the 7th round. I get Pat Bryant is okay. Illinois guy. Jordan James, I think I've taken him a couple times. He's just like your standard undersized Oregon running back. RJ Harvey taking the workload from KJ Jefferson and Penny Boone was wild. Yeah. Well, you can do them very quickly. But you can knock 20 buzzer beaters out in about half an hour. So what I do is right when I'm about done with my workout, I start a dinger, I start a little board, and I go over to the treadmill, and I decide if I'm going to run or if I'm going to incline walk, and then I enter all 20 of my buzzer beaters, and I draft until all that is done. So I draft until the dinger, the little board, and all 20 of my buzzer beaters are done. And then I get up, and I go home. And it's a good life. All right, we are going to be a little thin at wide receiver on this team, but we did start 4 consecutive wide receivers. Lamb, A.J. Brown, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Matthew Golden, and Jaden Higgins. So probably cashed out on rookie wide receivers. Stefan has been telling me to take more. You know, Jalen Tolbert is probably a good. Yeah, Jalen Tolbert is good on this team. Well, they don't. Stefan, they don't all fill at the same time. So like you're doing like 4 or 5 at a time because they at 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m. they take a while to fill. All right, how do we finish this team? We need one more running back. I'd like to take LaQuint Allen. Might be getting a little bit too slappy here. Tolbert, I think, was a strong pick. Let me check his contract. Jalen Tolbert, Spotrac. Yeah, he's good cost-controlled labor. $3.4 million contract guaranteed for Jalen Tolbert. So he's definitely going to be a Cowboy. So we got a Dak triple. With Brian Schottenheimer as his head coach, I mean, how could anything possibly go wrong there? I mean, it would be great, right? I cannot believe the Dallas Cowboys hired Brian Schottenheimer as their head coach. Truly one of the worst. I mean, this is one of the worst hires that I can remember. This guy has never been good. His best season on offense, he finished 9th in points once. I guess 2023 they were really good on offense. 2023 Dallas was really good. But man, if you really love the Dallas Cowboys, you have to just be feeling insane. I guess shout out to him though. I did forget how good the 2023 Cowboys were. And the 2020 Seahawks, they were okay. They were okay. 2018 Seahawks were okay. No, the 2019 Seahawks. I guess that's probably the most impressive offense he's done. The 2019 Seahawks with Russell Wilson, Chris Carson, and really just rookie Metcalf that year. They are. Yeah. I messaged Ray. I think Ray is going to be coming on the channel this week or next. It's true. I mean, you have Dak and you're in the NFC. Like, you could be the conference champion very easily. Down year, Jalen Hurts gets injured. Down year for the Eagles defense. You could be, I bet Allen already went, didn't he? Not shout out to Keep the Chief. Reverse shout out to you, bro. All right. I'm going to click the Donovan Edwards button. Well, I'm going to click that last. I'll save that. We need another wide receiver. We need a vet who's going to play. You know what? Curtis Samuel is probably... Sure. Haven't done that one yet. Curtis Samuel, billion years old, probably going to retire. But maybe not. Maybe not. In my day, we called no calves, just thigh. I was going to say cankles, but you're saying it's thighs all the way down to ankles. So thankles. You learn something new every day. Okay, he's only 28. All right, he's only 28. Yeah, the Cowboys are not changing an offensive system at all. Let's say they upgrade the wide receiver 2. Everyone stays healthy. Maybe they get Jeanty. I'm kind of talking myself into it. I wonder, did someone else on YouTube just go live? Or did people just get sick of the NBA talk? We just talked about the NBA and lost a bunch of live concurrence. So either someone else went live or people got sick of the NBA talk because no one is watching. And that's okay. We're doing it for the real OGs. Final pick. Instead of Mullings, let's take Donovan Edwards. Because we missed out on LaQuint Allen, who is the best patch-catching running back in the class. So we might as well take the one that PSX said. It was the Jalen Tolbert pick. People said, this guy doesn't fucking know ball. We're out. All right. We'll take Donovan Edwards. The team is actually looking pretty good. Caleb double, Dak triple, Derek Carr with Alvin Kamara. Running back room, Kamara, Henderson, Jalen Warren, Najee Harris, Brashard Smith, Ceedee Lamb, AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Matthew Golden, Jaden Higgins, Jalen Tolbert, Curtis Samuel, Jake Ferguson, Kyle Pitts, Harold Fannin Jr. Final selection. Actually, you know what? Let's take someone I have not taken yet. Who is someone I've not taken yet? No, you know what? I changed my mind. Trying new things is scary. Donovan Edwards. Welcome to the team, Donovan. All right. All right, boys. That is going to do it. I'm going to be done. Everyone, thank you very much for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Consider becoming a YouTube member so that I can keep doing this, man. I like doing this. You guys like hanging out. Please become a member of the channel. You can hang out with us in the Discord. We're going to be doing members-only videos and members-only streams throughout the entirety of Best Ball Summer. I love all of you. It's been a great day. Thank you very much for watching.
It's Short King Summer, dude. It just feels like no one in fantasy sports ever learns anything. Does he mistime it, or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? Brock Bowers is just a grown man. Dare I say, Rich, football might be back. In the words of Lane Johnson, this